I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
Oh, we're live. It's the last party of the weekend. I am your host, Chris Burnett. Let me pull everybody in. We have Holly Ann with us.
Hello.
Hey, you have COVID. You are in quarantine. Is that correct?
That is correct. But today I'm actually drinking, so
Oh. From the 8-ball, your breath starts stinking?
yes. That is.
Okay. She's like, uh-huh. So then I've got nobody likes rap here. Okay, great. This is going to fucking go swimmingly, I guess. Well, that's the show, guys. It's shit. Filling in for Holly Ann in the studio. I mean, we have our good old friend Ming Chin from A Shared Universe.
What's
podcast.
up, everybody? What's up? Hey, you have no idea how happy I am right now.
Yeah.
I got me, my friends, some cold Teller green chili Bloody Mary, some hard Topo Chico. Holly Ann is here.
Yeah.
Don't forget this. Oh, and we got Twisted Tea.
We got some Twisted Teas.
Teas.
Speaking of that, I mean, Smiley is here in the studio, and we brought back our friend from Safe House Distilling, Chris Lurie.
Woo!
What up?
Everybody in the studio is rocking, except for Holly, and she's not in the studio. But everyone in the studio, we're all wearing colors. We're all wearing our Malort hoodies.
I was going to wear that today, but I decided to go with this because I still feel too hot to wear a full-on hoodie.
But I want to say there's been official confirmation that we are okay on the hoodies from Malort, yeah?
Yes.
Oh.
I texted my friend Tyrus Yamagiwa over at CH Distillery in Chicago. Sent a photo of me in it. He's like, wow, you really wear that well. Like, that's a really cool hoodie. So, he didn't text back, I'm going to sue your asses. Where did you get that hoodie?
Yeah.
Burn it. Yeah. So
No
we're good.
cease and desist. Yeah. My mom is here.
We're good.
So right away in the beginning of the show, Chris has asked he would like his friend. What's your friend's name?
Erica.
Erica.
To shot. Is she going to do it? Just her?
No,
All of us.
Come on.
We're going to shotgun a Twisted
just
Tea.
because we didn't at Comic-Con yesterday.
We didn't at Comic-Con yesterday. So we're going to shotgun a Twisted Tea for you, Holly Ann. We're going to do this real quick. So could someone
Make it
prepare
up for
them?
it.
Yeah. Do we need? Do you have a key?
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't need him. This motherfucker's got the key on his hand.
I have a thumb.
So if you're watching live, Chris Lurie actually punctures the can with his thumb.
All right, we gotta just make sure. The last time I punctured a can for shotgunning in a podcast studio, it went everywhere. It went everywhere.
So I'd rather that not happen.
I still can't have one.
Smiley cannot do it. Yeah.
You could do it under the canned cocktails. Or you could do a Topo Chico.
Hey, fuck it up. All right.
So Smiley's not going to do it. All right. How do you feel about this, Holly Ann? I mean, being out where you're at.
Thank you.
I feel okay about missing that. I'm not great at shotgunning things, so
I'm shocked, actually.
You're shotgunned.
Yes, I'm shocked.
So if you're listening
to
the show, Holly Ann, what does shotgunning mean? You don't know. If you're on the treadmill, like being healthy.
Yeah, right.
January, like
dry January.
No, or dry January, or like you're on the treadmill and you're like, I'm gonna get fit this year. What do they call that?
Oh,
the
New
Year's
Year,
resolution.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do New Year.
Shotgunning. How would I define shotgunning?
Magical.
Shotgunning is where you pop the can open and you suck it out of a hole, right?
No, it falls into your mouth.
It falls into your mouth.
Yes, like
well,
magic.
whatever.
Yeah. And is this Erica's first time? Is it Erica? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
No, not with a T.
No, the T.
No, hanging around with Chris Lyric? I don't think so,
Yeah.
man. Get out of here.
All right.
Hamster just told me that he's embarrassed of my definition of shotgunning, and he's also embarrassed that I am not shotgunning something with you guys.
Oh wow.
You could be. You have
could
beer
be.
with you.
Yeah, Holly, you want to give us a 3 count?
Yeah, you want to give us a 3 count?
All right, ready? 1,
Oh, cheers.
Oh yeah.
Two.
Cheers.
oh,
Cheers.
Hold on.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Okay.
I'm trying to
Watch the
spill
gear,
all
watch
the
the
gear.
gear.
Yeah. So go ahead, do it again. Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Can
Oh,
someone
yeah.
throw those in the trash can over there? Wow,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is fucking. So that was the worst one I've done because it was so cold.
It's refreshing.
That was straight from Founders.
It's refreshing.
Was it? Wow. Was that like not?
There's a trash can.
It's right around the corner. Yeah.
The floor. The floor of the studio.
No, it's not the fucking floor, buddy.
It is now.
I mean, it is kind of that atmosphere. So,
Can I talk to you guys about the beer that I'm drinking before we get like too into stuff and I totally forget?
okay.
Because it's cool. So this is the Where the Mild Things Are from Ex Novo. I don't know if you can see the label, but
Yeah.
their operations manager designed it.
That's
And
awesome.
it's an English mild beer, and it's the first beer of the English takeover at Ex Novo. And they have an English IPA, which is called Brexit Through the Gift Shop. It's okay. I don't like IPAs, but this is my new favorite local beer.
Oh,
so-
Ex Novo is a great beer.
Yes.
Chris Lyric says correct.
Yes.
He agrees. He agrees with that.
Well, that's good.
Nice. I like Ex Novo. Big fan. So Hamster works for people out there. Hamster is now working at Ex Novo.
Yeah.
Really?
Is Hamster in the room? Can he like go? He go. Wah.
Yeah, he's here. Look.
There it is.
Oh, there he is. Oh my god, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that facial
What's up,
hair.
Hamster?
Wow.
Hamster.
Wow.
Hamster.
Yeah, he works there now and he loves it. Yeah, they've been actually really, really good to us through the COVID thing, so that's been great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 'Cause you couldn't work, right?
Yeah, he couldn't go to work, and he pretty much just started there, and they
I
were
guess
just
you
like,
can't-
it's okay.
I guess you can't work from home in the brewery business. Right?
Yeah, he can't do Sellerman things.
Right. You can try. So
Any
yeah.
product taste management.
He's been tasting a lot of their products from home though. So
How? If you have COVID, I thought you couldn't taste anything.
we didn't lose our taste at all.
Oh.
That's lucky.
Omnicron, baby.
Omicron. We picked the right time to get COVID.
It's like Omicron. Which Transformer is that? Sorry, my dog went crazy.
Yeah, is he an Autobot or a Decepticon?
Right. Omicron.
Sounds like
Definitely
it's
Decepticon.
Definitely a Decepticon, just so you're aware.
Oh wow. Wow. So Amy Fletcher says, "Lucky Holly, I lost smell and taste."
Yeah.
That sucks,
My
man.
friends can't
Who is
taste
that?
meat. All they taste is sewage now.
Oh, according to Hamster, his friend can't taste meat anymore, and when they do taste meat, it tastes like sewage. So
Ew. I mean, I feel like that's a good time to lose some weight, right?
So they were cursed.
You're vegan, yeah.
That's
You're
terrible. They were cursed.
Yeah. So should we get in? You want to? Do you have anything before we really get into this weekend of Comic-Con?
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of
Peacemaker
stuff.
rocks.
Oh, Peacemaker is fucking awesome.
Oh, this Amy said when she got COVID, she lost 3 pounds.
Oh, lucky bitch! I've gained weight.
I didn't get that.
Did you get COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. That's right. You told me about it.
For Christmas. That was my Christmas.
Merry
gift.
Christmas. You have COVID.
Merry Christmas, bitch. Like, enjoy the Omicron.
Enjoy the Omicron. Whenever they first started saying Omicron, I always think of that alien guy from
Futurama.
Futurama. Omicron, Percy, I ate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your children look delicious.
Yeah. Your children look delicious.
Yeah, well, you look good. We really missed you this weekend. We got
Oh,
into some
thanks. I miss you
shenanigans.
guys.
Well, let me tell you, Holly.
It's not done yet.
Let's talk about Friday. I was ready to go Friday. Let me tell you, Holly. I was ready to party. I don't want to mention who wasn't. He was like,
He had jet lag.
I'm tired. I've been up all day.
Listen, I took a 6 a.m. flight to Albuquerque so I could come and maximize my time in this beautiful city. But
And
as
then
such, you gotta, in order to catch a 6 a.m. flight, you gotta be at the airport early, and then it takes 45 minutes to drive there. I was up at 2:30 in the morning.
So we were I was home by 1 a.m. I just want to say that. Now last night it was 3 in the morning.
Yes. Yeah.
Last night was a little more like traditional. I mean, we were in line at the Whataburger, 2:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Someone had to get out of the car, walk down the street so they could relieve themselves to come back and get in the car.
A female.
And in the Uber, we took an Uber to Whataburger through the drive-through. The poor lady.
Nice.
And then she was like really afraid for the woman that was with us, and she goes, "Take my taser with you."
That's right. Yeah. So she had to go pee and find like a bush or however you ladies do it. But she legit gave her a taser. She's like, all right, hit this button or whatever to activate it.
It was pretty sick, dude, because she showed it to me when she dropped me off, the Uber driver. It looked like one of those little flashlights, like that are like probably about 5 inches long. And I was like, and I dropped my phone. And she's like, "Oh, don't leave it in the car." And I was like, "Oh, I can't see it." And she goes, "Here's my flashlight. Don't knock yourself out with the taser." And I was like, and I was holding it. And I was like, "This is a taser?" And I hand it back to her. She sticks her hand out the window as she's driving away, and she like pops it. It's like, and like I see the tase. I'm like, "Oh, geez."
Did it have the little lightning things? Like,
oh yeah, the little arc. Oh
wow.
yeah, it did. And I was like, that's pretty dope actually, because it just looks like a little flashlight.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that'll wake you up. So that was our 3 a.m. adventures last night.
Yeah, just for the record, I tipped her like 200%.
Did you really?
Yeah, I felt. I mean, we went above and beyond.
Oh,
most drivers would not have like waited.
She lent you a taser. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's totally above and beyond.
Yeah.
And Whataburger, that's like an hour at least. Wait.
Yeah, she took
I guess I'll give her a 5-star rating right now. I guess she earned it.
She's like giving you a 1.
Big shout out to Rebecca.
Yeah,
Rebecca.
So there's been one ongoing theme for the entire weekend, because last time it was fucking Coolio.
Yes.
What was it this time?
It was we were for any Karate Kid 3 fans out there, we were 3 tables away from Sean Kanan, who you may know better as Mike Barnes, the bad boy of karate.
The bad boy of karate.
Yes.
Has everyone here seen Karate Kid 3?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Holly?
Mm-mm.
You've never seen Karate Kid 3?
It's okay. I'm missing a bit with
okay. So we got to. So all right. Okay.
It's not a cinematic masterpiece. Do you want to summarize it?
No,
really
I'm going to summarize it real
sure,
quick. So at the very beginning of Karate Kid 3, they showed John Kreese from the first movie, and he's like down on his luck. He's like homeless, and his old army buddy Terry Silver finds him on the street and is like, you saved my life in Vietnam, and and he's like, Terry Silver is like very wealthy. So he's like, what happened to you? And he starts telling him the story about Mr. Miyagi and Daniel-san and how they, ruined his life and, fucked over the Cobra Kai dojo. So Terry Silver's like, we will get this person who did this to you. And they're trying to figure out how they're going to get Daniel back. And so they're looking through this catalog of like a karate magazine. Right?
Yes,
of course.
And so they find this ad, and it's like, or this picture of Mike Barnes, the bad boy of karate, and he's like the new kid on the street, but he's like dangerous. So they hire him to come and live there so he can fight in the All Valley tournament, right? So I'm not making this up. This is
a good spark note.
Yeah,
this is a good spark note.
So then
I feel like you've seen this a couple times, Chris.
Oh, I've seen it a bunch of times.
Oh God!
So then they finally so Daniel-san wants to go back and do the All Valley tournament and defend his title. He just got back from Okinawa. Well, Mr. Miyagi's like, you don't need to fight again. Miyagi-Do is not for fighting; it's for defense only. So he won't train Daniel. So Terry Silver somehow tricks Daniel-san into like training with him, and they like train him the wrong way and like put him through like pain.
Basically, Daniel joins Cobra Kai.
Oh, right.
He joins Cobra Kai.
And so the whole time they have Mike Barnes bullying Daniel. And he's like, they're like beating him, and his friends are like beating him up, and like he's just like evil, and like they rip a bonsai tree in half, and it's like, oh my God, it's awful. But anyway, that of course, at the end of the movie, Danielson wins. Well, all this shit, right? So Mike Barnes, the guy who plays Mike Barnes, is like, so the whole time I'm all, you got to fucking keep Mike Barnes in your eyesight.
Yeah, I was like, yo, Mike Barnes is gonna kick your ass, man.
I was like, Mike
Barnes just looked at you.
Mike Barnes is mad dogging the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And then like he would get up from his table and be gone. I'd be like, do you know where Mike Barnes is? And he's like, no. I was like, you let him out of your sight? He can come out of anywhere now. And so we kept, and then we just sit there and be like, fucking Mike Barnes. So the actor, Sean Kanan, is actually on Days of Our Lives.
He was on Days of Our Lives, guys. It's so proper.
Yeah. So I go up to him, and he was like really nice, and he was like, he said hi to us a couple times. So I finally go up to him. I'm like, so Ming and I are sitting over there, and we're like making up stories about you as Mike Barnes and how you're going to jump out and kick the shit out of us and all this shit, right? So then he laughs. He thinks it's really funny. So then we last night we get done with everything. We ran all the panels and everything, and then we're up in Ming's room getting ready to go out, and somebody fucking trips the fire alarm, right?
It was Mike Barnes.
That's exactly
That's what
I said.
yeah.
I said, you know who did this? Fucking Mike Barnes.
Yeah, Mike Barnes hates the DoubleTree Albuquerque.
Yeah,
he flipped the.
I said we're going to be going down the stairs, and Mike Barnes is going to fuck one of us up. And so you can't use the elevators when the fire alarm is going off, and they want everyone out of the building. So we're running down 7 flights of stairs. We get to the bottom. We go right out the door, and there's Lou Ferrigno freezing outside. Big ass fucking Lou Ferrigno was Incredible Hulk, and fucking Mike Barnes.
Yeah, Mike Barnes was there,
and
waiting for us.
Waiting for us. And we walk out there, and so the other guy who was sitting next to him is the actual person who created the crane kick.
Yes.
And he was in the first movie in the tournament, and he fights Johnny, and he's like doing a bunch of aerials. That guy was next to him. So we go down there, we're talking to him, and I was like, Ming, you know who did this? And he's all, who? And I was like, fucking Mike Barnes. And he turns and looks at me, and he starts laughing. And then he's like, we're trying to find a sushi place. And so we're like, okay, there's one that way, and you just walk and find it. And he's like, okay. So this morning, we go in, or this afternoon, I go in, I show up late, and Ming's like, yeah, Mike Barnes hated the fucking sushi place. He says he's going to kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, he said that fucking shit sucked, man. He said it was your fault. You got taken out of your ass, man.
Yeah. And so I walk up, and I was like, how was the sushi? And he goes, not very good. Not very good at all.
He's like, it's very mediocre. I was like,
well, you're in a desert.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Chris, you're in trouble now,
man. So then he goes, how was your food? And I was like, it was really good. And he fucking goes, well, fuck you. He flipped me off.
Yeah. And where did we go? Where did we go?
Hollow Spirits.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And he goes, well, fuck you. And he flipped me off.
In the nicest way possible. Yeah. In the nicest way possible.
I was like, Mike Barnes just threatened me. It was amazing. I was so excited. and then it keeps going, right? So then like I finally go and get money, and I'm like, I want Mike Barnes to sign a picture for me. And his name's Sean Kenny. I just keep calling him Mike Barnes. But so I pick up the picture where like Daniel's son is on his knees.
Right here.
I have it on his knees. Yeah. So let me see if I can show this. I pick up the picture where Daniel's son is like on his knees, getting the shit kicked out of him, and he circles Daniel's son, puts an arrow towards it, and it says, and then next to it says, "You, F. Chris, Mike Barnes."
I just love that it says you. You. You are next.
Yeah,
little blood sport.
So we really had so that was like, you got to entertain yourself a little bit, right? And he was such a fucking awesome dude about it. And he's like, follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. And I was like, cool, hell yeah.
Did he follow you back?
I don't know yet. I don't think he has.
You better be careful. He's gonna follow you, and then he's gonna stalk you and kill you, or karate kick you in the face, or something. I don't know.
Walking downtown and my leg will get shattered, and he'll be all, that's for the sushi, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that was such a running fun, like, fucking Mike Barnes, man.
I know it was a highlight of the weekend for sure. And I love it. Like I remember my dad took me and my brother in 1989. We went to a packed theater and we saw it. And it's not the greatest movie in the world.
No.
But it's still like iconic in our memories, and it's part of the Karate Kid canon.
Well, and spoiler alert. So, are you guys caught up? Is everyone caught up on Cobra Kai?
Yeah,
I haven't finished it.
Oh,
go on. I'm gonna watch it anyway.
There's a definite chance he will be in the next season.
Yeah,
because that was alluded to. And every fucking person walk up, are you going to be in season 5 of Cobra Kai? And every time he'd be like, well, wait and see. I guess you got to watch
Yeah,
it.
it's like keep watching, like he's gonna tell them,
Right.
Like he's
Yeah.
gonna tell them.
You
Like,
can't
come on.
tell them.
No.
So
Yeah.
if he's in season 5, I'll be all, Mike Barnes threatened me.
Yeah, he flipped you off, man. He totally flipped you off.
He threatened to kick the shit out of me.
Yeah, I love that he signed that photo for you. Though it's so great.
It's so awesome.
Oh, great, Chris. Now Hamster just looked at me and he's like, oh, there's 5 seasons now? I guess we gotta watch it. Thanks.
Season 4 is the newest one. It just
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
It's about to
And-
be 5.
And they're gonna make 5 because the ending. I mean, I can't imagine I'm
It's,
not.
it's the number 1 viewed thing on Netflix for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
It's like that's
Yeah.
golden. They have to make another season.
Have you guys not watched any of Cobra Kai?
He has, but
I have not.
Oh, it's so good.
no, I guess he has not. So no, we haven't.
Oh man, you guys are.
You have to.
Yeah, you don't even have to really remember the
No.
originals because they recap pretty well. But I
Yeah.
mean, and in your quarantine, what else do you have to do?
Yeah,
Right.
binge
Yeah.
it all. Watch it all.
I have
This is
lots
your
of true crime I could watch, guys.
Do it the Netflix way.
It's
Binge
like
it all in one
like
day.
true crime ish. No, I'm just kidding, it's not.
True crime.
Don't lie to me, Christopher.
What Ming? What was the highlight of the con for you?
That was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you came out all 3 days, so that was
Yeah.
that was pretty awesome. I love being back here, and I was here 6 months ago when they did the kind of the 2020-21 version. It was smaller, and it was in the East Hall of the Albuquerque Comic Con. But like I was like, man, this is cool. I want to come here like every 6 months at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. But I mean, you know, we go out and party. We go to Founders and Sister Bar and you know, eat at Alice Spirits and Frontier, and like that's what I do here, man. I hang out with you guys. Like I feel like I don't even live here, but I feel like I live here. I think that's my.
Some lady even said you lived here. She's like, you've lived here for like 7 years, and I was like, no.
Ming's never lived here,
No.
so
He
yeah.
wants to.
I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. I mean, yeah. And you know, Chris came yesterday. That was your first Albuquerque Comic
Comic-Con,
Con, right?
yeah.
That was my
so
first Comic Con
As a
Wow.
as a virgin, how did you feel about
Yeah.
it?
Did you have fun?
Can I
It was
get one of
pretty
these?
awesome.
Can I get one of
Yeah,
those?
of course.
That
Like,
was pretty awesome.
What was
I'll
your
definitely
highlight?
be back.
What was your highlight of it?
I don't remember the guy's name when right before we were leaving when we were at your booth. The guy from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, Robert Carradine.
Okay.
Robert Carradine.
Okay, Holly Ann.
Yeah.
That made my day.
I balked at the greatest moment of my life. Robert Carradine from Revenge of the Nerds walks by, and I just look and I go,
Nerds.
and I tell Ming, I was like, I it was there. I could have said nerds. I could have.
Why didn't you do it? I'm disappointed now.
And so
You were
it's-
supposed to be living up Comic Con for both of us, Chris. And
and so then Chris Lurig shows up, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, I bricked. I just couldn't do it. So then he walks by again, and I go, nerd, and I'm like, and then Chris goes, nerd, and he turns around and goes, I heard that.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. Or the whammy when we were walking by was that downstairs? Or
Oh,
yeah.
Holly Ann, David Keckner is like 6'4".
Yeah, he's so tall.
He is huge. I never would have expected that.
Really?
Yes. Watch. Is he that tall?
Oh yeah.
He's
He's
fucking giant. And I was like, now I got to rewatch The Office and see how tall everyone
Yeah.
else is because I know how tall he is. And then, like, so the funny thing is, we're in the green room and I'm talking to Mickey James, the Impact Women's World Champion, and I'm like, she's sitting next to him, and I was like, man, I can't believe how tall Dave Keckner is. And she goes, right? Aren't actors supposed to be short? I was like, I guess so. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But he was tall as shit.
He did, and then he
That's
wore this blue,
crazy.
like, was
I
it
always
cowboy
thought he
hat?
was
Yeah,
short.
he wore that giant hat.
Mm-mm. He was like, I looked up. I was like, damn, he's tall.
Yeah.
Like he would stand up, and like, of course, next to Mickey James, he was really tall.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, and then also your signed Cinnabon candies.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, did you ever get your pie?
I did.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
That's a
story.
whole other story.
That's a whole
But,
nother level.
well, you tell your story first.
Okay, so this little girl and her mom come up to the table, and they're talking to Ming, and they say hi to me, and I'm just talking to them. I'm like, cool, this like kid came to come here. They walk away, and Ming goes, yeah, that's Tony Stark's daughter from Endgame. You know, the I Love You 3000 little girl.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, no shit, really? I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't. I'm just like saying hi. So then we're walking by, Chris and I, and I'm like, hey, and she goes, hey, do you want this? And I walk over, and it's like a small package of like Cinnabon bites. And I was like, only if you autograph it. And she just starts laughing, and she goes, well, you better recycle it.
Yeah, she's like, make sure you recycle it.
Yeah.
Signed it.
This little girl, yeah, and she signed it. So Tony Stark's daughter signed the Cinnabon package.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then her mom was like, that's the most expensive Cinnabon in the world.
In the world right now, yeah. I started laughing. I was like, that's funny as shit.
Yeah, that was cool. I was like, you know where that was, right?
No, I was like,
that's Tony Stark's daughter, man.
Right?
Show some respect, man. Yeah.
I was like, I have no fucking
Comic-Con.
I had no idea. I was like, in
Well, and then you were like, thank you, 3000.
thank you 3000. And she's like, my fucking dad died, bro. She didn't do that.
my movie dad died.
He saved us all, bitch.
Did you save the Cinnabon?
Yeah, I've got
You
it.
have it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna go somewhere here. Yeah.
Wow.
Holly, what
Forever.
happened to your cat?
Yeah.
It looks.
No,
it
this
looks
is Ian.
Your
I
cat-
think this is
okay.
the first time he's been on the podcast.
Oh wow. Is he
He's-
pooping right now? He's all
No, he burped.
oh, all right.
All right.
Face matches.
right.
Oh man. What were we gonna tell Ming?
Were they
Pie.
supposed to? Oh, the pie. Yeah.
The
so,
pie, the pie story.
So usually for like 7 years running, this guy comes by and he's like, "Hey man, do you like pie?" I'm like, "Yeah." And the next day he'll bring a whole village in pie. And I think 3 years ago, Holly did an open mic over at Bosie Brothers, and we brought the pie because I didn't know what else to do with it. I brought it to the podcast, and then we brought it to the open mic, and then I just grabbed like a bunch of forks and we just started digging in at the open mic, and people are like, "What? Are you eating a pie?" I'm like, yeah, man, we're hungry, man. We just did the podcast. You know, we're at Bosie Brothers.
Oh yeah, we didn't even like cut it like you cut
No.
a pie.
Nah,
Yeah,
No,
we just-
we ate it like a bunch of rabid animals.
Like degenerates.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
And all these comedians are like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, but it was perfect because we hadn't eaten. You know, it was late at night, and so yeah, the same guy came by. He was like, "Hey man, you want a pie?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
He was excited for you in that pie.
yeah."
Oh,
And
yeah.
so then Ming yesterday is like, man, I really need to, he keeps mentioning, he's like, I really need to get that pie
Yeah.
from that guy. I hope he brings it today.
Yeah.
And so then our friend is like, oh, he did. He came by and he put the pies in the freezer.
Right.
So then I go today and Ming comes out and he goes, yeah,
So about that pie,
about that pie. I got a piece.
he gave everyone slices, like
Slices.
one piece of pie.
Not a full pie.
No, like, dude, we need the whole pie,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
Hey,
shit's,
COVID's
you know,
down.
I mean,
on
that's
people.
that's that's the inflation. That's the taxes, you know.
Right. And I can't complain because it's free pie. I
Yeah.
tried to give him money, and like, dude, like I would have taken a whole pie. I mean, there's four of us.
Well-
Your mom's here. Like, we could have dug into that pie.
Just the fact it's like I don't even know where a Village Inn is anymore.
Next to
There's
the
one by
airport.
the airport on Gibson.
There's one here in Rio Rancho.
Yeah, I mean, but there used to be what, like 5 or 6?
The one next to the airport's the one that has the full bakery. That's where,
Oh.
that's where you get your pies at.
Oh, you get the free pie on Wednesdays.
Yeah. So yeah, next year I just pay some kid to go get us like a full pie, like all of us.
You son,
Son, you
is
like?
the bakery still open?
What kind of pie was it?
Take 3
I
shillings.
got the apple pie. It was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'll have to say that the green room was pretty bare on the food this year. Yeah,
It's always like that.
Is
though.
it?
Yeah.
last year it wasn't. In June,
But I mean,
There was just
Yeah.
less people. Same
Yeah.
amount of food.
no, there was. Well, maybe so. You may be right.
usually Sam. Well, it's funny. The guy who runs the con, and rightfully so. Usually, it's, hey, I'll give you. We got a green room.
Yeah.
There'll be coffee and some snacks in there, but like I'm not feeding everyone because usually the guests who go there, they get money so they can buy food.
Yeah,
they
they
get
go
a
to
per diem.
restaurants, local restaurants.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, support the restaurant. They give you money. I'm not buying food. And then every year there's like, he'll order like food will show up. So he relents a little bit. So we got there and there was like taquitos,
Yeah.
like randomly. I'm like, okay, cool.
But Mickey James loved those taquitos. These are great taquitos.
Yeah,
Someone get some more.
Probably like frozen taquitos.
I'm sure they. I don't know.
no, they were good. And then there's always this big giant bowl of like Sadie's salsa. I was like, okay,
Oh,
man,
like
nice.
a mega bowl.
Yeah.
Mega bowl.
yeah. I was like, man, I love Albuquerque, man.
Yeah.
Just for the green room.
Just salsa and chili on everything.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was interesting though. So Ming did the Power Rangers panel yesterday.
I did. And,
Those people know how to work a crowd.
they've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Like they know what they're doing. So if you're a Power Rangers fan, Walter Jones was there, who's the Black
Yeah.
Power Ranger. Karen Ashley was the Yellow Power Ranger, not the original, but the one that came after. Austin St. John was the original Red Ranger,
Yeah.
and Johnny Young Bosch was he came later. I can't remember what color he was.
Oh, okay.
Damn it! No, I wish I'd gone.
Are you a fan?
Yes,
Really? Okay, I guess.
I'm a huge Power Ranger fan.
Yeah, because I think guys like me and Chris, like,
What happened?
I think guys like me and you, like, we're too old. We were too old,
Yeah.
like when it came up. I guess
Oh,
you were a
I
little
love
young.
Power Rangers.
Both
of
of
you
you
were
were
a
a little
little
That's what I
younger.
grew up with.
So what made me laugh was like Walter Jones, one of the original Power Rangers.
Yeah.
He was telling a story about how like the original pilot, they gave him a tape of it before it aired, and it wasn't finished. And he took it home and like he was like showing his family. He's like, because he's a struggling actor, so he's been trying to make it forever.
Yeah.
And like he shows it to his family, and he goes, it ends, and I'm just looking around, and everybody's face is just like, huh. Well, you'll get there someday.
Yeah.
You'll get there someday.
Yeah, they're like, no.
Yeah. And then like they there was a moment where whoever the showrunner or whatever was, and they were like sitting there waiting to film scenes. He comes in and he's like, we're the #1 show in the world, just so you guys know. And then he like just walked out.
Yeah, he turns around and walks
And they
out.
were just like, what the fuck? And then Walter Jones was like, my family went from being like, you'll get there, to like cousins calling me that I'd never met before. Like, we're here in the Power Rangers movie, Power Rangers show.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. But I remember I was too old. I was like, what the hell? This looks lame. Like
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I was old, but that like the younger kids, like, holy, like, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
mind blowing, right?
Yeah.
It was great. Like
Yeah.
you watched that and then Animaniacs, and it was,
Oh,
it
man.
was your
Yeah.
favorite
Perfect.
afternoon.
Right.
Invader Zim.
Oh, heck
Invader
yeah.
Zim, yeah.
I love Invader Zim.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, the baby woke up and he is about to be crazy.
Okay.
So,
Heads up. Okay, cool.
so I'm gonna go, but I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
I just don't want to disrupt everything because he's being a nut right now. So he'll.
He's peeing on things.
Oh man.
That's right. Smiley just woke
'Cause
up
we're
and he's
peeing
about
on
to get
things
crazy
here.
too.
That's right.
Smiley just woke up.
All I've had is a protein shake and this
Oh, man.
Topo Chico.
So yeah, there's a topic I'm gonna bring up later.
Oh my god.
There's a topic I'm
So
gonna bring up
awesome.
later, and I want you to like chime in on it. So definitely be in the chat.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I will definitely be in the chat. I
Alright.
just don't want to like ruin the whole podcast.
Oh my god.
That's pretty
so
amazing.
awesome.
That won't ruin anything.
if you
That's so awesome.
so what's happening right now, people need to watch. They're doing stuff with the baby that's pretty funny. So that's why people need to tune in or subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're just being ridiculous right now. But
Baby.
that's pretty awesome right now.
That's not CGI either. That's real.
It's not CGI. He's just being held upside down for our entertainment. But before I go, I do need to promote that there will be an open mic tomorrow at Founders.
Oh really?
And it's gonna be hosted by Steph Darnell. You might know him as Smitty. He
okay.
is hilarious. So
And, he's also going to be on the show next Sunday. Yeah.
yes, I think so. He hasn't confirmed, but I think maybe if we promote it, he'll just show up. That would be great.
Yeah. So wait, should we stop by? Should we represent? Oh, because I'm
Oh,
here
he
Tuesday.
just
you're
confirmed.
in
He
town.
said, "I'm with it," which which I think means yes, he's gonna do it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, we're
All
gonna
right.
miss you though, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
I missed you guys, but I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Holly, stop drinking people's tears. That's how you get COVID.
Yeah.
No.
Drinking tears.
Drinking the tears of your enemies. All right. Well, we'll talk to you. We'll see you in the
Or
chat.
baby tears.
All right, I love you guys. I love,
Love
you.
you,
Ming.
love you,
I'm
Holly.
sorry I missed you again.
All right, I'll be back.
I'll be
Yeah,
back
you better.
In 6 months.
6 months.
It might be
Okay,
soon,
good.
Never know.
Never know. Yeah.
All right, I love you guys. Have fun.
Bye.
Holly Ann Bird, everybody.
Yeah.
Who once almost kicked me out of the Albuquerque Press Club.
Yeah.
She tried.
She did.
She tried. She
She
tried.
did.
She tried.
She did. she knew I was not a member the night I
Wow.
went in, but it all worked out.
They always know.
They
Like,
always
no, I
know.
signed in under someone's name. Whose
Yeah.
name? I made one up.
Yeah.
Give me a beer.
Chumbolina. They're like, okay. Get out.
Okay, yeah, get out. Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Gosh, that's not true.
They,
I was
they invited us there tonight. They told me to come.
Press
there.
Club did?
Yeah.
For what's going on there tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there tonight. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, 10 drink minimum podcast." They're like, "Come drink with us after." I
Oh,
was like,
really?
Oh,
We haven't opened it. I mean, I'm a member now, so
Yeah,
you're
I need,
fancy.
I need to re-up my membership.
yeah, so do
They're-
I.
Are we
that
gonna- are
you
we
know
gonna
that
cruise up?
PBR pool table down the
Yeah.
stairs. They're
Yeah.
changing that to teller.
Oh, what?
Oh, really?
Really? I mean, we need.
I'm
like,
gonna contact the Montague people and see what they'll counter with.
Oh
No,
no,
I'm
no,
just
no, As long as they shotgun with us, I'm cool with Montague.
I couldn't find any, dude. Couldn't find it. They went to get some, and the 30 packs were all wiped
See,
out again.
I saw one on the table over there. I was like, I'm not drinking until I get a Montague.
I wish, man.
Yeah, that was on the ground from who knows when.
Yeah, that's just
Okay.
laying in the
I
studio.
already had
somewhere.
COVID, so I'm safe.
Oh, well,
yeah, real quick. Can I point out the Christmas present I bought you behind
Yes.
Smiley and
yes,
Chris here?
it's in the background. It's the W up on the wall up there. And can you tell the story of me opening it? You know?
Oh, okay. I mean, you're a Cubs fan, so
Yeah.
I thought this is the perfect present for
man.
any Cubs fan, and it was like in an Amazon package. So you opened it. It was, and you're like, "What is this?" For like 5 minutes, you're you're unfurling it.
Is it an M or a
Yeah, is
W?
it an M or a W? But like he is
Wow.
a Cubs fan, so he knows what it is.
And then he gave me this too.
It's a Malort pin, but it's all sparkly.
It's all
Yeah.
sparkly.
Oh,
Big shout out to a company called Reppin, based
Wow.
out of Chicago. I saw that, and again, I was like, I get Chris one of these.
So he goes first open this. So I'm opening it, and it's all folded up, and it's just white, and it has like I can see blue on it.
yeah,
And I'm like, what is it? And someone else is standing there, they're like, yeah, what is that? And like I start pulling it out, and I start unfolding it, and all of a sudden I realize it's just white with some blue, and I go, oh, it's the W. When
Yeah.
the Cubs win, they fly the W. you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I was
well,
like, yes.
Harry Carey, Cubs win, holy
The
cow!
Cubs win, yeah.
That wouldn't be a home run in
Holy
a
cow.
wouldn't be a home run in a telephone booth. Yeah.
Oh my god, holy cow. And the funny thing about that is like they would always show Harry Carey like in the booth, and he would always have a beer.
Oh yeah, he was a Cubs fan, Budman. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
sponsored by
Oh, yeah.
Budweiser, so
Yeah.
he had so much Budweiser.
He would just sit there and he'd be drinking it in the booth while like on TV.
He was every broadcast. He
Yeah.
was drunk. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
definitely drunk, and it was great.
And so I got to see. So here's a story that's like kind of just kind of cool. So in '94, I got to watch. I went with my parents to this convention, and we got to go to Wrigley, and we got to see the Cubs play.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Harry Carey was in the hospital, and so that was really sad. I was like, shit, man. And they're like, they have like the normal PA guy, and they're like, oh, for take me out to the ball game today. We've called Harry on the phone, and he will sing it over the phone through the
No,
PA.
from the hospital?
Fuck yes, he did.
No way.
Fuck yes, he did.
That's how beloved he was. He
Fuck
could literally
yeah.
phone it in.
And he did take me out to the ball game
yeah,
over the phone into the PA.
yeah.
And I mean, I'm like, wow, I fucking still got to hear Harry Carey
Yeah.
sing, take me out to the ball game. And I'm kind of like tearing up a little. And when I went in 2019 just to go see his statue was
Yeah.
amazing. And that was like the one bad thing about them winning the World Series is he didn't get to see it,
Right.
But somebody cut the highlights of the final play, and they put his voice over it
Cubs
from.
win,
yeah.
Cubs
Well,
win,
and they even had
holy
like
cow.
they even like scoops it up, throws to third base, and the Cubs win.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it's like perfect, and it like fit,
Wow.
because I mean, how many they
Yeah.
had so many, so it was fantastic to see that. So I was like, oh, Harry's part of it,
Yeah, there's an
Yeah.
old Budweiser Cubs ad. If you can look it up on
Mhm.
YouTube. It's a Cubs fan, Budman.
Yeah,
If you look in the background, Harry's in the bleachers, like with fans.
Oh.
If you look on the bleachers, there's a young Michael Rooker in the commercial, like pre like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Oh,
pre
wow.
Mallrats, like pre
That's pretty
whatever you
awesome.
love him for.
Yeah,
And it's pretty funny.
you've met him, yeah?
Michael Rooker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's he
He's-
like?
He's awesome. I just saw him last week in New Orleans. I went to his table. He was at a con, and he had a bottle of bourbon. He's like, "Hey man, you want to do some shots?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah,
What?
I do." So yeah, I did shots of bourbon with him.
That
Yeah, he's
was-
a cool dude.
We didn't really get a lot of people that wanted to party this year from the
Well, yeah, but you
celebs.
only had Malort.
No, I'm talking about oh man, you missed out last night.
Well, yeah, you were supposed to text me. You never texted
Oh
me.
man, we were so all over the
I
place.
think it's tough because so last night we went to Moonlight and we saw our favorite female punk band, All Thick.
All thick.
Yeah, with our friend Pterodactyl. And,
Yeah.
but we always go to Founders now, right?
Yeah.
And like one time we tried to roll in there with like 12 people and they were not happy. So
No, we brought in with 10 last night though.
yeah, but it was a gradual 10. So,
Oh, she says, "Oh, Malort, you're about to hear the Malort.
yes, you are.
We're about to hear
Yes,
some
you
Malort."
are. So
First of all, wait, hold on. Where the fuck is the Malort?
you tell me. What don't you have it in your bag or?
It's in the house. It's in the house.
Yeah.
I had that mini bottle you gave me that we drank this morning.
Yeah.
Am I on a mission?
Yeah, can you go see if it's in there in the I want to say it's on the table. If not, there's a bottle in the cabinet. There should be shot glasses in the cabinet.
Right. I'll send more down. But
You're
the thing is, now I know like
Yeah.
if we're going to Founders, like I can't invite like 300 people. So
No, fuck no. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Yeah.
yeah. So I want to take everyone there because it's a great place. But
Yeah.
on Saturday night, you can't roll in there with like 15 people. So
Right.
yeah. The last thing I want to do is get.
You didn't get to try it. My bourbon. Remember I was sending you a
Yes,
picture of that?
yeah.
They have that.
They have it there. Well, we're going back there tonight, I guess. So I will
You have
try
a
the
what?
bourbon.
Wait, say what?
The Safe House bourbon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got a whole night ahead of
Yes,
us,
we
right?
do.
Are you in for the night? Or are you going to go home after this?
Oh God, I'm in. Let's
Okay.
do it.
All right.
He's in.
Yeah. Fuck. I like how twisty of your arm that was.
Yeah.
You're all well. I really okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I really can't. Okay. So
Yeah.
last night I'm
As
not
long
gonna,
as we shotgun at least one more twisted tea.
okay.
We can do that.
So here's what happened last night. So I had a fifth of Malort. So a fifth of Malort appeared
Yes.
as we were at Founders.
Yes.
Magically.
And
Magically.
we got a couple of people to try it for the first time, and then like literally one dude was like, "That was good." I'm like
1 in 49. He
One in
joins
49.
us.
Yep. Yeah.
149, and so he liked it. So then there's like two other people that were like, "Fuck that." Like,
Yeah.
they did the whole like, "That's not bad."
Oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, and it hit them, and then they were like, "That's bad." So then one of the bartenders was like, "Well, Ming, I wish Ming could have tried the Naked and Afraid, the drink we made with Malort." And I was like, "Well, why can't he?" And they were like, "Oh yeah." And so they made you the drink.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what happened with that?
So it was a mixture of Aperol, chartreuse, little lime juice, and Malort.
Yeah.
And very pretty looking drink with the Aperol. It's
Beautiful.
like a light pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
very
I
good.
think a Naked and Famous is that with mezcal.
Right. Yeah.
So you just
but,
sub the mezcal from Malort.
we had no mezcal. We had Malort instead. It was a
Yeah.
very
Last
beautiful
year,
drink, and
Chicago.
it like Malort. It started out great, and then you had the Malort finish like, whoa. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
Well, I sent
yeah.
you that picture of that sign, the Champagne of Pain.
The
Yeah.
champagne of pain.
Is
Everybody.
Malort.
When you want your taste buds to become taste foes.
Right.
Or
Tonight,
when you want to fight your dad.
Malort, because these pants aren't going to shit themselves.
yeah, Malort. When you're not getting your security deposit back, yes,
Oh no! What it feels like when you don't get your
What it
security
feels
back.
like,
or it tastes
you know.
like. I'm sorry, what it tastes like. Yeah.
yes.
Malort shots all around. That's for sure.
Thank you,
that's
Ryan
actually,
Patrick Freeman.
That's actually happening right
Yes,
as we
it is.
speak. Let me change the camera here. Boom.
Well, I told you that one article I found with Malort before
Yeah.
it was CH and everything,
Yeah,
where the owner of the distillery explained it as it tastes like a Swedish sex brothel.
Oh, the floor.
The floor
floor,
of a Swedish
yes.
sex brothel is Malort.
Oh,
That's awful.
I-
That just
I-
made me gag.
I've
So
always
You're
liked.
about to drink it.
what's that?
I've always liked it tastes like a burned condom filled with gasoline.
Oh,
That's
God.
my favorite description. But
It's a
hey.
good substitute.
So, Malort. Malort. This is all the end. Malort, like being quarantined to one room with your family.
Ouch.
Well, I guess you would know.
I always like think of like
Thank you.
if this was a cartoon, it would be Ralph Wiggum, and he'd be like, "It tastes like burning."
Yeah.
Well, I
Uh.
sent you that game, Ming, that Malort game.
Yes.
Oh.
We should
Yeah.
buy that game and play that.
Yeah,
So,
there's a new card game out where,
Oh,
like, if
what?
you lose like a round,
Yeah,
you have to drink Malort.
as the punishment.
Do you play to lose?
Well, you played to not drink it, so yes,
Oh,
you play
wow.
to win, but to 10 drink minimum.
See, I feel like I would win that game because I wouldn't care.
Or 1 in 49.
I'm good to go. Hoorah! Hoorah!
Oh, God. Why do
Um,
we do this to ourselves?
You love it.
I do, but
and for anybody watching, we're all wearing our Malort colors.
That's right.
Every one of us here, yes. Because like Ming comes down to give me my pass for the Comic-Con. I was like, whoa, you're in Albuquerque, dude. You can't wear the wrong colors, bro. Shit'll happen. And he goes, what? And I pull out that hoodie and he goes, ah.
this is legit the best Christmas present I got this year. So
That's awesome.
Sorry, my wife and kids.
It was
but-
He's all. I feel like you came out of your house and your wife had a bow on a car and you're all like, yay!
I'm like, oh,
and then you get the Malort hoodie and you're like, this is
whoa,
better.
This is way
Yeah.
better. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So
fuck yeah. Thank you
thinking
for
of me.
dude. That's one of the greatest gifts I've ever got. That W. That was like, wow. I legitimately.
Okay.
Could you not tell legitimately? I was like, what?
I did,
I
but
was like,
you know,
oh god. And then he got me this Malort pin that's like on my.
I know you
on
pretty
my
well.
hoodie.
I know you
You
pretty
do,
well.
right?
Yeah.
I know, like yeah. My best Christmas. Not sorry to my family. Hello.
Wait, what inspired this?
What?
The hoodies.
So last year I did 10 drink minimum hoodies for Smiley and for Holly Ann.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what do I want to do this year? And I was like, and then there's the music video that I sent you.
Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
I have not listened
Okay.
to it yet.
So
It's a great music video.
in the music video, there's a guy walking out towards Lake Michigan, and he has a Malort hoodie on. And I went on the fucking Malort site, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got to buy one of those fucking hoodies."
Yeah.
And they didn't have any of them. And I was like, and so I went online, Malort hoodie, and I couldn't like. There was like one that, like someone probably made, but it was trash, terrible. And I was like really bummed about it. And I have a buddy. I'm still afraid to say who made it because I don't want him to get sued.
All right, you have a buddy
But-
who made it. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a buddy who has a t-shirt
buddy.
company, and he made the 10 drink minimum hoodies. And I'll give him a separate shout out later, so
Yeah.
it's not connected. But I send him the logos, and I'm like, "Could you make a hoodie with this on the back and this on the front?" And he's like, "Yeah, no problem." And
we're here.
He cuts a great price, and
Yeah.
he sent them. And I said, and literally, it was really funny because like I was like, I need this many, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, Chris, like and it was all for the people. Like I was like, I only want the people to have hoodies who are the Malort crew,
right.
and like I like was like ordered them, and then I ordered like I was like I thought to myself, and I hit him up. I was like, I gotta order one more, and I got yours made, and I was like, and then Chris got his first. Because I was like, as soon as literally the box came in, and an hour later I gave you yours. I was like, I was so excited to like, I was like, God, I want to get these out. These are so amazing.
And then we drank good whiskey.
And then we drank
dropped
good
it
whiskey.
off, too.
We drank a bunch of good whiskey.
Wow. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you so much. I remember you're like, "Oh, I got a Christmas present for you." You were really excited. I can't wait for you to get here.
I was gonna ship it to you, and I was like,
no, because I'm here already. So
I was like,
cool.
I'll just wait till he comes. You know,
Yeah.
I was so excited about
Yeah.
it.
So thank
I
you.
was so excited.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Oh, geez, we're already at the well. I mean, I guess we can go. We're good.
Yeah. And
We'll go 5 more minutes.
yeah, we have an open invite to the distillery tour if we make it up to Chicago. So
Do you want to talk anything about that, or is that all like
no,
hush, hush?
no, absolutely. No, it's not hush hush. So you know,
you have to talk.
You,
Okay,
you love Malort. I love Malort. I was
Okay.
going to a con in Chicago,
Yeah.
and you know, like anytime I would introduce a new friend to
Mhm.
Malort, or I would drink it, I would put it on Instagram,
Yeah,
like
tag
Insta
'em.
story. They would like it and share it. So and so I hit them on.
but can you
Instagram.
talk about what they're trying to accomplish?
I can, sure. I don't think that's a secret, but so yeah, I was going to Chicago. I hit him on Instagram. I was like, "Hey, I'm coming into town. Is there any chance I could stop by for like 15 minutes and get just to see like the mothership, like where this
mothership.
awfulness, like
Where the rubber meets the road, literally.
Where's
Oh,
the sex
wow.
brothels?
Right.
Yeah.
for sure." So yeah, I took an Uber. I roll up there, and it's a big concrete building, the
Mhm.
distillery. But there's like really cool murals on the side of the wall with the
Oh,
Malort
man.
logo on it.
Oh.
And on the front, and then if you go to the back, there's a big mural of like Michael Jordan, and like
Yeah.
it's really
You sent it to
Chicago.
me. You sent me the pictures.
Yeah, and so I meet the guy, Tyrus down McGee was one of the guys who runs the distillery. He's like, "Hey man, thanks for coming down." I was like, they gave me a really warm welcome. We go to their, it looks like a lab, and there's bottles of Malort, and they have these bottles that are kind of just marked with masking tape, and I saw one. I was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, that's our effort to make it taste worse. Like we're not quite there yet, but we're almost there." It was like they were working on like the $6 million man or something, but like they weren't. You know,
We have the technology. We can build
This
it.
tastes too good.
yeah. And then there's another bottle. It was like deep orange. I was like, "Well, what's that one?" They're like, "Oh, we infused it with flaming hot Cheetos." Like I was like, "Holy crap!" They're like, "Do you want to try both of these?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man!" And it tasted bad, but
Yeah.
like you know, like,
That's like my buddy's brewery in Fort Worth. They
Yeah.
did barrel aged Four Loco. So they
oh god, why would you do that?
they
That's
barrel
awesome.
aged Four Loco,
Yeah.
Oh my god!
dumped it out, and then put beer into it. So instead of bourbon
Oh,
barrel aging a
God.
stout, it was a Four
Oh, my
Loco
God.
aged stout.
Oh my
Oh
god!
wow.
Yeah, so the one with the Cheetos was I was like, this is total like some stoner invented
Oh.
this, right? Because
Oh,
it was like Malort, but like savory with like a flaming hot Cheetos.
Malort with like Thin
finish.
Mints.
Yeah, it was
Thin Mint
really it was good.
But you had the bourbon too, yeah?
Yeah, so I thought maybe just give me half an hour, but then it's like, hey, you want to try the bourbon? It devolved like, do you want to try this? We do gin. They distill everything there. So
Yeah, they have a bunch of other spirits too.
Yeah, but I
Malort's just
went.
one of them.
They do a barrel aged Malort, which
Yeah.
is cool. So they showed me the aging.
Oh,
room.
it's called BAM.
Bam, yeah,
Yeah.
barrel aged Malort,
Yeah.
and then they have the room where they age the bourbon as well.
I think they do coffee aged in Malort barrels too.
Oh,
I've
wow.
seen
Oh
cans
no,
of that.
no, we've talked about
Yeah,
that.
we
Like,
did some. Yeah,
and then there's an ice cream, there's coffee, and there's marshmallows.
marshmallows. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ugh.
yeah, but they were like super.
He's all.
Yeah.
Why would
Malort condoms.
Yeah,
ruin ugh.
Oh god.
but it was cool. Like not they're very well like kind
When
of like
you
almost a
thought you-
family run operation. Like they put on the labels themselves, and it was a whole thing. It was really cool.
That's crazy.
And I ended up hanging out with them for like 2 hours, and afterwards, like, hey man, you want to go get some tacos? I'm like, yeah, man. So I thought, yeah, we're cool. And then Tyrus was like, I had a bag. He was just throwing stuff in the bag. So I got an ornament, I got a flag,
oh, I have the
gave me the
ornament. Yeah.
koozies, like all kinds of stuff. So
Well, we
Yeah,
need to
they-
find something in a can so we can shotgun it.
yes, yeah, for sure.
Oh my god.
But they were really welcoming.
How did
and,
Chris die? He shotgunned a Malort coffee.
it was cool because I was telling him, I was like, dude, you have no idea. This is like Malort. It's kind of like there's a whole like podcast movement around Malort.
yeah.
Where like podcasters will whip it out during a like we are right now and like take shots of it.
We'll whip out the
initiate-
Malort. We'll
yeah.
not whip out other things.
Yes, but initiate people. Like I'm like, dude, this like I think every podcast should have a bottle of Malort
Yeah.
on their like podcast set or whatever. He was like, really? He's like, yeah, Albuquerque. It's like Albuquerque. Last night I was sending him photos of us drinking it.
Oh yeah.
He was like, where did they get the bottle? I was like, did you bring it? We're like, yeah, we brought it. So-
Well, no, you didn't bring
well,
it.
you
though.
brought
We
it. You
have
brought it.
them,
Yeah, you brought it.
But like
I mean,
he thinks you took it down here, but no.
This
We
is
had
over
it
yeah,
here.
yeah,
No, we get it.
Yeah.
We get it here.
yeah. But
Big
they don't
time.
distribute it here yet. So
Nope.
that's the next
No.
step is where I got to talk to them like, hey, is there
Mm-hmm.
any chance you could distribute it to the Southwest? So
Well, they can mail it.
yeah.
Other companies mail it.
And I was
here.
actually told by a distributor that they're not supposed to, but here we are.
That's
Yeah.
a weird loophole, even for us, because like we're looking with that like home delivery stuff.
Yeah.
And like we can't home deliver booze in New Mexico.
Yeah, I heard, which is crap. By
But
the way,
if we ship booze to Florida, Florida can home deliver it to 41 states in America,
What?
including New
What?
Mexico. So if we
Makes
ship
no
it to New
sense.
Mexico, we can ship it back to, or ship it to Florida,
Florida.
we can ship it back to New Mexico.
What?
But we can't ship it in New Mexico
That's a ridiculous.
well, why
loophole.
can you ship it to Florida?
because
it's Florida.
There's no
Oh.
rules.
because it's Florida.
Yeah,
Because it's Florida. We don't give a shit.
Throw
It
an
is-
alligator at it.
it is the most southern part of
Okay.
the South.
So what you would do
cannot
is
get
set up
more
an
south.
operation in Florida, ship it to there, and then ship it out.
Yeah, if we ship it to a liquor store in Florida, the liquor store in Florida can ship it to 41 states.
Oh,
But
I
we
see.
Can't ship
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So you would just tell people, get it from this liquor store.
Yeah, and then they can direct ship it. So we ship it to Florida.
What the
Florida
fuck?
gets it, and then
Yeah.
Florida ships it
That's
back here.
that's the shit. All right. Well, we're at the end of the first hour. Like we'll go into the second hour. We'll continue
It's
this.
quick, man.
We will continue this for the second hour. So does anyone have any? Collyanne has her open mic tomorrow night. And yeah, and then I have something going on.
Oh, what do you got going on?
I'm gonna be on a podcast tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I brought my own gear, and I'm like, so anytime we come to Albuquerque, I stay an extra day, and I'm like, hey man, let's record something, man.
Let's do
Like
it.
I've been on your show,
Mm-hmm,
but I've never kind of.
I know.
like,
What
led
the
anything.
fuck?
Well,
No.
well, you have the studio here. Like you're you're the man. If you say the word podcast in Albuquerque, 10 Drink Minimum Studios, man. 10 Drink
Dang.
Studios.
Well, that and Eric Carter Landine for True Consequences. That guy's all over. Congratulations on that article in the Albuquerque Journal, by the way.
Hell yeah, Eric.
Big deal, man.
Congrats,
Good
Eric.
for you.
Congrats.
So,
But,
shout out.
Yeah, but I was like, I brought my gear. Like, I've never asked you for your story, really. Like, let's record a podcast. So my idea is to do it off-site, maybe like at Castle. Castle Coffee is one of our.
Oh, they're gonna say
places.
Castle Superstore. I'm like,
That would be
okay.
interesting.
I mean,
for sure.
we have a place that's not open tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we could do it there as well. We
Ooh.
yeah, my idea is actually to maybe make it 2 or 3 part episode where we start at Castle, then we go to Safe House,
Okay.
then maybe we finish over at like Safe, not a sidetrack maybe.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
I'm all about all those.
We're not open tomorrow, so
Yeah.
no
do it.
sound issues.
Let's do it.
Yeah, or even you get a little background noise. It's cool.
I'll
That's
give you.
cool.
I'll give you guys a little bit of a taste of my life story. I'll be like,
Four
so
scores.
I just had gotten back from Okinawa and I needed to defend that title. And
Oh, were
my
you
mentor was like, no. But there was these bullies.
right?
Fucking
And yeah,
Mike Barnes.
fucking Mark Barnes. Yes.
He was bullying me and he destroyed one of my trees.
Yes.
A small one.
Well,
small one.
I'm glad you
Nerds.
survived that fight to the death in Okinawa. By the way, I'm glad you survived that. Oh, God.
I like okay. A little bit of a spoiler alert for the Karate Kid stuff. So fast forward if you don't want to hear. So they've teased for the season
Time
5.
travel.
Yes,
Chosen from Karate Kid 2 is
Yes.
now going to help Daniel.
right.
He's the one villain from the movies that tried to kill him,
Like literally tried to end his
The
life.
only one.
tried to murder him, but now they're friends.
Yeah, and why did he try to murder him? Honor. That's
not
it.
for points.
For
Honor.
life. For life and honor. Yes.
What is the line from Bloodsport?
The which one?
You know, Bolo Young.
Oh, the you are next.
You are next.
You
So
are
Ming
next.
had this amazing Bolo Young shirt from Bloodsport on yesterday, and I did not notice the whole day. And then he pulled this thing out. I was like, "What the fuck? That's amazing!"
His
Yeah.
polo with his finger up
That's
there,
fair.
like you are
next.
next. Such a great movie.
That's such a sick shirt, dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which they name check in Karate and Cobra Kai, which is I
They
loved.
did,
Man.
They did.
So great.
Oh my god. All right. So we're at the end of the first hour.
Wow.
Do you guys does Safe House have anything coming up? Like, do you guys you want to promote anything? I mean, you guys have some.
We have the next closest thing right now, probably beginning of February. We have barrel aged gin coming out. So we have
Whoa.
gin
Okay.
that will be aging in like next week. It will hit a year.
So there's
Aged
some
in
girl
barrels.
named Jen who's been in a barrel.
Okay.
apparently.
Cool. Aging.
Huh.
They
Okay,
don't run
cool.
away. They stay there.
JK, LOL.
So we'll have barrel aged gin. 2 of those barrels will be Buffalo Trace. One will be a Bland's barrel.
Oh.
So that would be a cool gin. And then also after that, we have, let's see, the next thing after that, we have some stuff for Isotopes coming out, some
Nice.
new canned cocktails.
Okay.
We have a grapefruit hibiscus lemonade can coming out.
Wow.
So that would be cool. And then we have rum coming to our bar. We have an agave spirit. And then our first 2-year aged bourbon, straight bourbon coming
Whoa.
out.
I'm really glad about the rum because I work all night and I drink a rum.
Oh, yeah.
They
It would be a good rum.
They like come, and I want to go home.
Oh, nice.
So we have that. We also have the rum already aging in barrels, so we'll have an aged rum at some point as well.
Interesting. I can't drink rum. Rum's a blackout
Really?
drink for me. Yeah,
Because you're not a pirate.
It's a pirate drink.
it's a fucking drink, and I'm like, I get too schwasty.
Wow. I had no
you
I
idea.
mean-
just admitted you're not a pirate. Wow.
I thoroughly enjoy. I like it too much.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, we got some like 160 proof samples right now. So you
Oh,
can come-
okay. Just
Okay.
some small little samples of 160 proof rum.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
the
good stuff.
night is young.
I mean,
so-
I'll taste it.
I'm down with blacking out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Sunday.
It's Albuquerque.
It's a holiday tomorrow. We ain't gotta be nowhere.
Smiley's like,
Think about
"What?
it when you
I didn't
are."
even care for this day myself.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Real quick, I love. We were talking. Smiley came out with us last night. He was like, "Hey, I might want to check out the con tomorrow." I'm like, "Dude, like the con ends at 5. You won't even be awake by then." So I was like,
So
"Yeah,
awesome.
we invited you. You're always invited, but
I know.
but you're
Just wear a
you're-
GoPro. Streamer form.
Yeah. One day, I know because you haven't been. Did you ever go in the 6 years I've been going? Have you been to the con yet?
I have been to the con.
I think 1 year, once or twice you came.
They got
Yeah.
good pizza slices.
They're
Yeah,
okay.
I'll tease this for the second hour. I hosted the wrestling panel, of course.
Yeah, the divas, man.
The divas,
Or
yeah.
diva,
Well,
as it
diva,
turned out, but-
well, I'll tell a little bit because
Okay.
Britt Baker did talk to me. She didn't get to come out, but the reasoning, I'll if you watch football today, you'll know. But I'll tease what happened there. But yeah, for the second hour. So yeah, so you guys stick around. We're gonna take about what do you guys think? 5-minute break?
Yeah, 5, 10,
minute break,
whatever, yeah.
5 minute break. And we'll be back with 10 Drink Minimum. And I just want to tease for the second hour. There's a little more fart in a jar talk.
Yes, for sure.
A little more
Big
We
time.
talked about money. Wait,
Yeah.
is this an NFT fart in a jar?
No,
No, it's real life fart in a jar.
farts
Real
in a
life.
jar. So I'm gonna tease that for the second hour. So yeah, so we're definitely gonna get drunk and shotgun some Twisted Teas. You guys should as well. But always remember,
Never get too drunk to drink 10drinkminimum.com.
It's not about you. It's not all about you. Cry. Take your time and look away. Realize the things you say. On a colorless line, baby, I know what time does. The sun is a summer of wine. Love is my You took me off of my mind until the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of. It's not about you. It's all about you. Right? Take your time and look away. Realize the things you say. On a colorless light, baby, I know what time does. The sun is a sun of wine. Love is my the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of. You took the earth from my mind until the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of. Slow your pride, left you tight tracks, build your fire. I will be too blunt, take the world from fate to illusion now. Enter the night, bring your head attached, you can't survive. I won't be too blunt, take the world from fate to illusion now. I see to her as you walk into how see the air, the silence dark into touch, and all sweet has come. Town, yes, I was lucky to touch the day, our sweet thing has come and gone again. I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
All right, we're live. We're back. It's the Billy / Wavy Hour. I'm your host, Chris Burnett. On the wheels of steel. I really sounded like a fucking whatever DJ right there. Ming Chin here is with us from a Shared Universe podcast.
What's up, everybody?
We have Smiley on deck. And then we have Chris Lubrick from Safe House Distilling.
What is up?
And someone told us it was kind of choppy, so I want to check it out. I want to see what we sound like real quick.
Only on the Twitch one.
Only on the Twitch one, though, but not on any of the other. So if people are we like not coming through? Let's see. So let's see. Hold on.
I think Twitch is mad that you're not playing Fortnite right now. I think that's a real conspiracy going right now.
That's not Twitch, though, is it?
Is that Twitch?
That's Facebook. Oh, good.
That's
all
Facebook.
Good.
See, they've got all the money. Does Twitch not have the money? I thought that was Amazon.
They're funded by Jeff Bezos. They have plenty of money.
I thought they had money. Are we not coming through to people? I mean, people. Can you guys hear us out there? Are we glitchy?
Am I coming through?
Yeah. Just don't do that.
It's not funny. It's not funny. That's a little funny.
What did we tease at? I mean, other than the fart thing, what did we tease at the end? I
think that was it.
Oh, okay.
Amish magic.
Amish magic.
Yeah. I taught Smiley.
What's Amish magic? You do it real quick.
I'm frightened now. I don't know. I just found out about something called a magic Amish fireplace, and
that sounds like something from Urban Dictionary.
What's
magic Amish fireplace?
What's the definition?
No,
Smiley?
you can buy one.
Oh, what?
It doesn't plug in. It produces free heat. It's Amish magic.
It's the free miracle of
okay. This sounds.
He found it. He's good.
All right.
Are there? I can't. There are no Amish people in New Mexico. I imagine.
Oh, so Holly Ann, you're about to weigh. You're about to weigh in. It's the fart thing. Don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry. You're gonna weigh in on it.
Okay.
So we came up with this last night. And I'm gonna say we were inebriated a little bit. So we were talking about the woman from 90 Day Fiance. We talked about. Are you aware of this, Chris? The woman who farted in the jars and she's selling them.
Oh, I knew about a different girl.
She's an entrepreneur for sure.
She's an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So she's 90 Day Fiance. She's been farting in jars and selling them, and she made like $45,000 in a week, right?
We talked
so then
about this
she farted so much that she had to go to the hospital. She had a fart attack, as they would have said on Parks and Recreation. No. So last night, drunk as shit, I came up with this idea. I was like, that's insane to me that somebody out there, thousands of people are like, I really want her fart in a jar.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like, whose fart in a jar would I want?
Okay.
So my question to you guys is, who would you pay to fart in a jar to have in your house?
Depends on the jar.
Well, it depends on the jar. I want to say it depends on the person.
I agree with you.
It's both.
The jar can be anything.
And the jar.
So Ming, who would be the person that you and everyone in the chat, please weigh in. Who would you pay money to fart in a jar so you could have their fart in a jar at your house?
Yeah, I got two people. One.
Hold on, Holly Ann already.
Whoa, look at how fast that was.
Jeff Goldblum.
Good one, Holly. That's a great one.
Goldblum.
Jeff freaking.
I feel like this is going to become a 10 drink minimum question for guests from here and now on.
Well, and is this a fart for you or a fart to use on someone in a jar?
No, it's for your own. I feel it's for
This
you.
is your
Like you
personal
pay for it.
Oh! I'd pay for Chris Lurig to fart in a jar.
Oh, hello, Erica.
Erica
wow,
Olsen.
okay. She doesn't have to pay for that though, does she? I imagine no.
Maybe for
And
the
twisted
jar.
teas.
Twisted teas.
I like Holly Ann said for her, for the Jeff Goldblum, she wants to ask him because it would be hilarious. And he'd be like, I
think I have to fart now.
Do I pay you to do that, or do you pay me to do that?
So Ming, who would you pay to fart in a jar?
I have two. One would definitely be Scarlett Johansson because I mean, like, yeah, same reason as Holly gave. Like, she's she's probably the best paid actress right now. She's up there. Just like that'd be really
Fighting Disney, and you're like, I just want a fart in a jar.
Yeah, the other one would be Katie Holmes for sure. You ever see Harold and Kumar? They're like, oh man, the
are they real or are they not? Oh, they're real. They're not. Oh, they're real.
I was like, oh man, the things I would eat out of her house. Like, Katie Holmes for sure.
Katie Holmes, okay.
Yeah. May I tell a really quick Katie Holmes story while we're on it?
By all means.
So Kevin wrote the script to Zack and Miri Make a Porno many years ago. He was like, hey, I need you to print out. I'm sending you a top secret script. I need you to print it out, bind it, put it in a manila envelope, seal it with tape, and go up to New York City and deliver it to Katie Holmes. I'm like, what? I'm like, how high are you right now? He's like, no, I'm serious. I need, we're going to try to get her on in the movie. Go to this address and give it to her personally. Do not leave it with a doorman or whatever. You got to give it to her personally. I was like, holy shit. Mrs. Tom, she was married.
This is a real thing.
This is just after they broke up. So her and Tom Cruise. I'm like, crap. So I went up there and I went to the door and was like, I got to deal with this personally. They're like, she's not here.
Hold on a second. Holly Ann said, Hamster said Cameron Diaz because it would smell like sunshine and rainbows.
I feel
I can see that.
Yeah.
And he also said Winona Ryder.
Wow. Okay. Those just smell like crazy farts, but yes. Yeah, so the door was like, she's not here. She's not here. It's like, no. That I was asked specifically to deliver it to her. I don't care what you're telling me. I know she's here. Like, let me deliver it. And they wouldn't let me go through them.
Wow.
So I texted out Kevin. I was like, listen, they're not letting me in. He's like, all right. Well, I guess you can leave it with her. Just seal it up with more tape, the whole thing, and then give it to her. So I had to go to Staples. I had to buy more tape. I seal up like a duct tape football at this point.
Wow.
And I go back in there and I'm like, hey, I'm going to leave this with you. And as I go in the door, this bolt of like blur runs past me through the door into a cab and takes off. And I go up to the guy. I was like, hey, I'm going to leave this. Katie's like, you just missed her. That was her that just ran out of the door. I was like, crap. So yeah, I ended up leaving with the doorman anyways. And
what was it?
It was a script for Zack and Miri Make a Porno. He wanted her to play Miri, I guess, with the lead role. And if you saw the movie, obviously she didn't. But
does Elizabeth Banks know that?
She does now. Yeah.
Does she get a football?
She gets a duct tape football.
Does she get a duct tape? Football?
I feel like
it was so crazy though. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? Like,
so to be honest, I feel like the right choice was made on that part. Then
probably, yeah.
I like that movie. There's some shit talking.
Right, but it wouldn't. I don't think it was a Katie Holmes vehicle. No, but
she would have said yes to that.
No, but the things I would eat out of her ass, Christopher would. Anyways, I would. Yeah, her farts. That's my.
Would it be at least be farts?
Okay,
that's my final. That's my final answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Oof. Chris Lurig, whose fart in a jar would you buy?
Do I have to buy it?
Yes.
I thought it was a free fart.
No.
I thought it was just asking.
This is a celebrity. This is a celebrity you would buy a fart in a jar from.
Yeah, the shit ain't free, dude.
Yeah, it ain't free.
Yeah, it ain't free.
Also, before you say that, Holly Ann said after she talked about the hamster stuff, also note that last week when I asked about my farts in a jar, he wasn't into it at all. So hamster's into Cameron Diaz and Winona Ryder, but
right, but it's got to be like, we don't drink Pappy Van Winkle 23 every day.
Yeah,
right?
normal.
You know what I'm saying?
This isn't a normal fart.
Right. It's got to be special. I get it, Holly, and I know you love each other and you created a life, a child together.
And we got to flip that on Holly because she said Jeff Goldblum. She didn't say hamster right away.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
That's fair.
That's a great answer, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Lurig, do you have an answer for whose farts you would buy?
For your answer of asking someone to fart in a jar.
Yeah, and you have to
Okay.
pay for it. It's special.
You have to pay for it.
It's the Pappy Van Winkle 23 of farts.
They're like, I mean, they're putting this up to their asshole
Right.
and
This is-
farting directly into the
this
jar,
is- this
and
is
then and then capturing it really quick.
Yeah, this is the Weller, the 12-year Weller of farts.
Yeah,
Like this,
I mean,
you
it's
know,
barrel
the-
aged
yeah,
fart.
Right.
I have plenty of bottles of Total Weller.
Okay.
I don't know their actual names. I just know like
Okay.
from movies and stuff.
All
Okay,
right.
we can decipher this.
We're professionals. We'll
yes, we
know.
are.
We know.
I know you guys are professionals.
Okay.
We are
I'm trying to
professionals.
think.
Name the movie. What's the movie?
There's two.
Okay.
There's two.
Okay, name the movie.
Okay.
There's one guy, one girl.
Okay.
Because
Whoa,
one- the
whoa,
one-
whoa,
guy?
Well,
whoa,
the guy
okay,
would be
cool.
funny to ask.
Okay. No,
Okay.
For
no
his
judge.
reaction.
All right.
Because the fart's a fart.
Sure.
Fart's a fart.
Every fart is a fart.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
It's not going to change. Like,
Right.
are we requesting diets on this fart? Are we requesting?
Well, that
like,
is a thing, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Is this a special diet fart?
Yeah, it
Is
could
this
be.
A special fart?
Dude, this
Or
is-
this
this is-
like a
dude,
normal fart.
Chris, this is you wake up and you're like, oh my god, they're selling their farts. I
Buying
have,
it.
I have to have
I
this.
am like literally whipping on my credit card right
I'm not
now.
giving. I'm not
gonna
giving
buy
you
it.
any
Do I
stipulations.
get to buy it in crypto or like? Is
Yeah,
this like,
you can buy whatever you
Credit
want.
card,
This is
Venmo,
fucking
whatever you want,
yeah.
man.
This is like an NFT fart, like
Mm.
one of a kind fart.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
We'll
mean,
see.
not
they're gonna
really.
sell. They're
is this
gonna
multiple or one of a kind
dude.
fart?
This is a celebrity wakes up tomorrow, and they're like, someone can sell their farts in a
Yeah.
jar, and it makes the then and
doing it.
you who originally saw this woman and went what, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you go, oh,
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. So who
Who
is this?
for farts. I don't know. I'm like
who is the guy? Who is the guy you were gonna say?
Yeah,
Jonah Hill would be funny.
Oh,
as fuck to
Jonah
ask him for a
Hill.
fart.
Moneyballs,
Yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
All right,
Farting
all
in a
right.
jar?
So now,
Okay,
so
cool.
now I've
Or
got it.
from
So,
like the character from like the gun. What was that movie where they're like running guns and everything?
oh yeah. Oh gosh, with him and Miles Teller.
Yeah, that character
Uh,
would be funny as fuck to
okay.
ask.
Okay.
But
Jonah Hill.
if
Okay.
it was like a sexual fart, I guess.
Well, no, this is well, I mean, I guess it's whatever you want it to be, but this is you want the fart in the jar to display or to masturbate to or whatever fetish. I guess I don't
Or
know.
Just
I
as
don't
a
know.
novelty. I mean,
Or
you
novelty.
know, you're like, hey,
Well, that's what I'm
And-
saying. Does it depend on the jar too?
Everybody
Like,
walks
there's a
up.
lot of jars.
That's what I'm saying. This is up to you. Like, who is the number one? Like, I want that fart in a jar. I'll pay money. I'll pay $50 for a fart in a jar.
right. I get to display that jar
Okay,
at
all right.
at
I'm
Safe
on board
House
with this now.
behind the bar.
And now
It's a
I
conversation
want to
piece.
But
switch
is it a
gears.
real person or from a movie too?
I thought you guys were just
Like
being
character
freaks.
from a movie is fine.
I mean,
I'm gonna say real person. Let's do real
yeah,
person.
real person.
And like now that you said the male, I'm like, ooh.
See, I know you're thinking
Someone's like, can you get a DNA from a fart?
I'm gonna guess no, but
Nah, I don't think so. But
it's
depends
it's
on the fart.
It's a guess, so
Yeah.
it's not a solid.
Like
so.
there's like juicy ones. And,
Mm.
like,
Juicy one. Oh
see,
my
I feel like
God.
you're stalling now. You're gonna stall this whole time, aren't you? Just say
no,
something.
the fart isn't a real person.
Who-
It's
who's the character?
fuck is
All
that
right, just say the
movie from?
character.
Yeah, which female character?
It was female character.
what is that movie? The like cartoon, but like human movie.
Roger Rabbit.
Roger
Who-
Rabbit.
Oh,
Rabbit.
Kim Basinger? Or
No,
who-
no,
the
no,
redhead-
no, no.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's Cool World.
Jessica
sorry.
Rabbit.
Jessica
Jessica
Rabbit. Whoever
Rabbit.
did that voice.
So
yes.
you would fucking get a fart from Jessica Rabbit in a jar.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. fair
I
enough.
feel like you've wasted our time.
You did. That's not even an answer, but okay.
I mean, Smiley, I want to hear what Smiley
Yeah.
has to say.
Well, now that I'm thinking of it as a novelty item,
Yeah.
I guess I would probably go with like Dame Judi Dench.
Oscar winner Dame Judi Dench.
Oh, that
Yes.
as well. There you go. Yeah, I'd pay money for that. I'd be like, what's that you have on your mantelpiece, Mom? That is a fart from acclaimed actress
Oscar winner.
Dame Judi
Dame
Dench.
Judi Dench.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go right away. I'm not gonna go whole character. Stacy
Oh,
Keebler. Stacy
it's like
Keebler.
that.
Stacy Keebler.
Wrestler Stacy Keebler.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jeez.
You know he likes the wrestlers.
I know.
Dude,
But
dude, you know what Stacy Keebler? Dude, she dated George Clooney.
she did. She did.
Everyone dated someone.
Oh, okay.
She did.
Hold
Wow,
on.
Stacy Keebler. I feel like that could be attainable too. If she do
Uh,
cons, like for the right price, man, I bet she.
Hold on.
Fart in a jar.
Let's just look. Like you guys
Okay.
are like, oh, weird.
And
Like
No,
I'm a
not
weirdo.
weird. No, not at
For
all.
like this amazingly attractively,
Not at all.
like
She's very beautiful.
yeah.
She's very beautiful.
you know, yeah, because she had to date George Clooney. Like George Clooney's not dating
She
like
She
had to
had
date
to.
him?
She was
Right.
forced for
She's all-
farts.
yes,
Oh my
yes,
it's
yes,
my turn.
Yes.
I have to fart now.
So now I guess now we have to. Jeez.
It's a great question.
So we have to now. So now we have to go with male. So I mean, like, who's going to be the fart you buy male? Ming
Oh,
Chen?
male?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I go with George Clooney then, man. Right? Like he was Batman and shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
Clooney, like his
And not
farts.
nipple Batman.
Not nipple band.
If
Not
it's
nipple band.
farts smell like Casamigos tequila, yeah.
you know
I'm totally
he's
in,
farting
man.
in that suit, right? He's got to be
Oh,
farting in that suit.
yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
Also, today you like got up and like left.
Okay.
Someone farted the fuck out of the area at the con
Just on
tonight.
your table.
Okay, but I had left, so it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
it
no,
was
you, no,
you.
you were gone. I was like on my phone, and I was
Okay.
like doing this. I was like,
Well, I mean, you know, we could narrow it down to the usual suspects. Could have been fucking Mike Barnes,
fucking
but
Mike Barnes
he was three.
cropped the fucking dusted the place.
But he never really left his table. He's three away from us. I could have wafted over, sure. But I think directly behind us was Richard Karn and Debbie Dunning from Home Improvement.
Fucking Debbie Dunning
It might have
blasted
been.
ass.
Right. And would you have cared if she
They're all-
did it? No.
Dude.
They're all lifting the tent. Just
Okay,
Gentlemen.
Debbie Dunning. I'm gonna say this right now.
Yes. please
Debbie
do.
Dunning from Home Improvement is when was Home
on
Improvement?
Saturday.
When was Home Improvement on TV?
Like the 90s.
Like 100 years
right?
ago.
Like the 90s.
Debbie Dunning from Home Improvement. She got it.
She looks amazing.
She got it.
She looks
bro.
amazing. Not only that, I've seen her
Yeah.
on multiple cons. She gets
God,
it. She has
and-
fun.
Oh, she has fun, dude. She
She
was
look-
like bouncing around. She was talking to everybody.
She wears like the Timberland boots and like the tool belt still. It's great.
Is that
It's
her
great.
farting in the
She's
gym?
amazing. She really is amazing.
She was having a good time.
Yeah, big shout out to Debbie Dunning for sure.
Al, or what's his name?
Richard Karn.
Richard Karn was like sitting next to her, and he's like,
Yeah.
I was on the right show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I didn't even know at first. I didn't realize it was her, and she comes rolling by your booth, and
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Damn.
I was like, I'm 40. I'm gonna turn 47 next
Sure.
month, and like, oh man, and seeing I've started to realize that the older I get, the more I'm attracted to women that are like my age. Like, like when I saw them when I was the kid, I was like,
Right.
whatever.
Sure.
And like I saw she walk by, I was like, damn, someone's mom is hot as fuck.
Right.
And then I realized that was her.
Yeah. The Tool Time girl. Yeah.
She looked great yesterday.
She
She,
did.
looked great today. I was like, dang.
I mean, I'm going to say that she looks better than Pamela Anderson, who was the
I
original Tool Time girl.
Would
Yeah, I'm gonna
definitely
absolutely say
definitely
that.
agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Holly Ann says if she has to buy a fart off of someone, it's Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich. Okay. Resident
Mm.
Evil's Mila Jovovich.
Well, okay, you're gonna go with Resident Evil. You're not gonna go with
there
Doesn't
are
confuse-
six,
the
there
Fifth
are-
Element.
There are 6 films in the series.
Yeah,
Come
The
on.
Fifth Element. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I will go with Fifth
She's all
Element.
multi-pass.
Multi-fart. Yeah.
yes.
All right, you win. You win.
Multi-pass.
Multi-fart.
This is a great question.
It is
though.
a great
Like,
question.
it's so weird. Like I was like, I don't know. I was like sitting there last night. I was like, whose fart would you buy? And like, because like 90 Day Fiance, like this lady made $45,000 in a
Right.
week.
right. She's an amateur. She's no Mila Jovovich.
Dude, if Mila Jovovich is selling them farts, she's gonna be like
I-
$1 million
Can
a
you
week.
look up how much her farts were going for? The
Yeah,
90 Day
look up
Fiancé
average
girl?
fart pricing.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
really curious
average
to
fart.
see like
So,
how much she's charging for
what
it.
I love to
Fart
Do
in
you
a jar
pay per
pricing.
like ounce or like how do you
No,
pay
per
for
fart.
the fart?
Per fart. You can't control how many ounces you put in there.
And I think you're right. It has to do with like a lot with the jar. Like
Yeah.
what sort
Yeah.
of jar are you farting in?
I'm gonna say like a standard mason jar,
Like a
probably.
mason jar?
Yeah.
That's-
Is there like a
So-
mixer on top? Like you can get a little fart at a time, or is it
I like farts in the jar. What was the cost of the farts in the jar? We have to know this.
Okay.
Forbes? Look at Forbes. Forbes knows.
Forbes has
Which
an
one's
article
Forbes?
about this. No way.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude, she's making
Forbes.
some fucking.
Wrote an article about this. Okay.
She has
Wow.
375,000 subscribers on her YouTube
Okay. Cool.
channel.
Cool. Fartrepreneur.
Fartrepreneur. This is amazing.
Okay.
Is there gonna be? God, what the fuck? There's so many
Yes.
pop-ups.
They're
Yeah.
trying to make you buy
It's
farts.
Forbes. Bro.
They're like, we got to pay for this fart money that we're spending on. Yeah.
But does it say how much it costs?
I was
Okay,
producing
right
up to
there.
50 fart jars a week.
Wow.
So wait a
And
second.
The average of 5 to 15 a day.
What the fuck? 50 farts jars in a week.
Sure.
and she made $45,000.
So that's pretty up there, man.
Jesus
So,
Christ! Somebody's got the math on that. I like how she had a fart attack. Heart attack.
but it doesn't say how much they
But
cost.
okay, how did you have a heart attack? Because they're like because of her diet. Because it was beans and eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, but that sounds like everyone in New Mexico.
Right? God, you guys should be cleaning up here.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm all so we could just be farting in jars.
So you got to film a movie in New Mexico?
All right,
Just fart in jars.
She was just having gas pain, is what they really said.
Okay.
Okay.
Still,
So
like I could go to Frontier like
Did you
3
find
times
out-
a
did you
day.
find
and
out?
You're
freaking
good.
is that the correct numbers on there then?
Oh, so
divide by 50. That'd be like 9,000 a
Yeah.
fart.
they said
900,
in her
900.
highest week she made 45,000.
Okay.
She made over like 800,000.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her. I got nothing against
No,
her.
I-
Like,
dude,
if I
like,
could sell her my fart, fuck
I
yeah,
just
man.
all of a sudden feel like I just am not good at like being an entrepreneur. Like how in
I
the
know, here we
fuck?
are busting our asses, like
Yeah.
waking up at like 7 a.m. Like just working like 12-hour days or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and we're
Okay.
we're
In the
clearly-
chat, so here's why I love the chat.
Oh,
We don't do work.
golly.
She was charging $1,300 a fart jar. Fuck.
What the heck? That much? Okay.
Again,
no.
is it a fancy jar? Does it
Yeah.
say?
Is it like a 5-gallon
Well, so
bucket?
then I
Is
was
it-
like, I was talking. So here's what was great about the Comic-Con.
Okay.
I was like,
used pasta jars. Like, what's she going?
right? She's got some Prego jars. It's all-
Prego.
she's just putting them through the dishwasher and like,
recycling. If you
Recycling.
return, you get $100 off
Yeah.
your fart jar.
right? She
It's all
definitely
Best
does.
foods fart jar. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
ragu. Give me some ragu.
And then she ran out of jars. You get a Ziploc bag of farts. So my question was, I was like, well, how is she like getting the fart in the jar? Is she literally just like naked ass butt farting into the jar? And
There's a fart funnel.
and or I'm like, is she? And then someone's like, well, of course not. She's probably like farting into a device, and she's like spreading that amongst most jars.
Sure.
So then I'm like, that makes sense. That's
Like a cow milker?
that's like a Henry Ford. That's like the Henry Ford of fucking like
A
fart
fart.
jars.
I was thinking more of that like ghost trap from Ghostbusters, like and then like it would you would fart and then you would keep it in there in like a central repository
Yeah,
to dispense
yeah.
at a even.
Well, then
Yeah.
somebody said, well, she like showed it how she did it on TikTok,
Okay.
and I'm like, and they were like, she would just take the jar and fart into it and then put the
Right.
cap on it, and I'm like,
You lose a lot of fart.
you're losing some fart. You have some excess fart going on the outside.
Well, and that's
Absolutely.
why the jar size matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if it's one fart, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Right. Wow.
This is the greatest thing I'm putting up there. Like, ha ha ha, blah. But like, everybody's like, why are you fixing it? I'm like, a person sold farts in a jar for $800,000.
Yes.
This is insane.
Does anyone not see what's wrong with
Yeah.
this?
And like, I'm like the woman who sold her bath water, I thought was insane. Now I think that woman is a goddamn genius because the bath water shit, you're going to take a bath anyway.
Or
Might as well
or
jar-
like the socks.
Fuck. What is the socks? What the
Where you,
fuck?
like wear socks for like a week and then they buy your socks.
I wear fucking socks for a week and everybody goes, have you washed yourself? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly. Make it an NFT. You'll be good.
What? All right. This is all insane to me.
It is.
But so who's the Ming,
Yes, Chris.
male person you'd buy a fart in a jar from?
I said George Clooney, but
You said
I
I'm
did
sorry.
say- I
I'm
said George
sorry.
Clooney, but,
You
geez.
did.
But I mean, or like Chris Hemsworth, like anybody,
Man.
anyone who's played an Avenger, like Chris Evans, I would buy a fart in a jar from.
Okay.
Is it a worthy fart?
That would be a worthy fart.
All
yes.
right.
That's America's fart
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
American fart.
America's
So, Chris Lurig,
Oh, back to me.
dance around this fart question for like 20 minutes.
I said Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, you'd buy. Okay.
Yeah, he started off with it.
Yeah,
All right,
that'd
that's
be a
fair.
funny fart.
Okay. Well, smiley then.
fart.
I've got
make a whole room laugh. Like open it up right there.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, by the way, guess whose fart I have in a jar?
Actually, I'm going to expand on this. This would be actually how you do it. You have the fart in a jar, right?
Okay.
You send it to the people. You send a link
To them farting.
to the sound of the fart.
Okay, yes,
Ooh.
just the sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they have the jar and then they go, you want to guys hear what it sounded like?
But is this like the
Yeah.
mystery jelly bean where like you don't
Yeah.
know who it came
Or like
from?
the
and
Harry
you have to
Potter,
guess?
the Birdie Bots, like many flavored beans.
Yeah.
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 And
But I
that's
mean,
mystery fart.
You've got to add that to it, right? Like you give them the link and like
Yeah.
they can pull it up on their phone and people are like, what's in that jar? I'd be like, well, that's Jonah Hill's fart. You want to hear it? And then like you'd be like, here's the fart that he farted into my jar.
Yes.
Mm.
See, now you're thinking like an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Yes,
Fucking
you
A,
are.
I'm
Now
getting there.
you're
I'm getting there.
still-
I'm getting there. So
Holly.
Holly says, how much could she charge? I'm gonna say hundo to 1 to 500.
1 to 500.
I don't
One
know
to
what the
five.
market is for farts and jars.
I'd say you should get 500 on Reddit at least.
Yeah. 10 drink minimums, Holly and Bird. Yeah, 1 to 500. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Smiley, who's the guy you're gonna get a fart in a jar from?
Jeez, I don't.
I mean, you've worked with a lot of male actors. Then maybe one is like, oh man, I'd buy a fart
Yeah.
from that dude.
I'd suck the fart out of his ass.
But you can also use it
Whoa.
on a group of people.
That's a
Like,
different.
flavor.
There's a whole different term for that, dude.
that's true.
With the straws and shit. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. No.
You know, it'd be funny, like if I had a fart from Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That's a good one. Damn.
Right, you could get a whole scientific explanation of like how why he passed gas.
I'd have like
Um,
Dame Judi Dench and Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Okay.
quite a collection for sure.
Smiley, thank you for inviting us over for Christmas. I like your artwork. What are these jars on the
Yes, can you
the
put
shelf
these
here?
things,
Yeah.
like, well,
Like I could have him fart into a beaker,
a beaker.
That's fantastic,
Right.
right?
just
Right?
cork it up.
See?
come on,
And the jar
boom.
matters at
The
that
jar
point.
matters.
It's all
So
the
Bill
jar.
Nye farted into this jar, and then actually you have the science of like what a fart is made of.
There's a lecture that goes along with it.
Yeah,
Right,
on the
like
side
the-
of the beaker.
Like the exit velocity and shit. Like you get all of that, dude.
That would be fantastic,
the
right?
The human
gravity of the
body
fart.
contains this much
Oh,
methane
jeez.
in every fart. You'd be like, interesting. Good, good.
Hmm. I'm torn. I'm trying to think like
Really?
Ric
See,
Flair.
You could just sell farts from
Ric
everyone that
Flair.
comes on your show.
and it would be like, woo.
Yeah.
Yes. That would
Or
be
Ric Flair's a
amazing.
good one.
Or the guy from Comic Con. Whammy.
Whammy.
And it says that when you open
Okay.
the jar.
That guy was so tall. I'm just like so fixated on how tall that guy was.
David Keckner.
David Keckner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
when
everybody
you open the fart jar, it says whammy, and then the fart comes
the
out.
fart hits you. Now, I mean, do you ever open the fart jar?
No, because it goes out and then you're out 1,300 or
That's a
whatever.
wasted
$1,300.
Special occasion. You could share the fart jar with people.
Like you
Right.
could like let out a little. See,
Yeah.
that's where you really entrepreneur. You put some sort of like
And
valve
that's
on
the
it
jar.
Like
you have like a little,
dispensing system.
yeah,
where you're like,
a little bit at a time. So you get a little.
or someone
fart.
comes over to your house and you're like, you know what? You and I've been friends for a while.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. You want a little Scarlett Johansson?
Right.
Smell that.
and then you could do like a blend. You could
She,
do a
A
blend.
blend like a scotch, like a fucking scotch whiskey. Like we blended this. This is a blend of Scarlett Johansson.
She
like,
she
like
was really into proteins during this time.
Yeah.
This is a 2018. She was really vintage. She was really into
like kale, like
yeah.
vegan, like vegan Beyond Meat and shit. And like this is for sure. Hello, Erica.
Erica Olsen says the experience of receiving the fart is more valuable than keeping the physical.
I agree
fart.
with that.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we don't know. We don't
Well, that's
know.
only if you get a jar of the fart. If you just get it like over like.
I'm just trying to figure out. Here's what I'm trying to understand.
Fart markets are optimistic right
If
now.
the
I
fart
guess.
if the fart
Is the
market
fart
is
market up or down right now?
yeah, is the fart market up or down? If the fart market is at 1,300, what's the vial of blood market at right now?
Oh, doing some freaking
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton shit.
Yeah, these are like pork bellies and like
Yeah,
freaking
right,
oil and
right.
shit, like raw, like crude oil and crude farts.
Dude, it's nuts.
This world's gone crazy, my friends.
But
world's
that was a
clearly
good
gone
question.
crazy.
Like, whose
Well,
fart would you buy?
We're in
jar?
New Mexico, so we'd have like green chili farts.
Oh, yeah.
red chili
Oh,
farts. Like,
be like red, green, Christmas.
Christmas farts.
right?
that one's all subs.
I want to say this though. I want to that one's also Allsup's, according to me,
Yes.
the best taco place in town.
Well, the best
Whoa.
taco sauce place. The best
Taco
taco sauce
sauce,
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have some in the house.
You have the sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They sell it by the
Unopened.
bottle.
Wow.
He'll
I'll
trade you for a
Do
fart.
you guess where that's going?
I don't know.
New Jersey.
Oh yeah, you gonna give it to me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, because you can get it here? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Of course
Thanks,
they
man.
can.
That's some good ass
Yeah.
taco sauce, man.
Yeah.
Allsup's taco sauce and Dion's Ranch. That's what we.
That's the.
those are our
Oh, do you have
commodities.
Dion's Ranch?
I do not have Dion's.
Have you ever had
Ranch.
Dion's Ranch?
Yes. My friend Erica took me to Dion's a number of years ago, and
But do you know they have a green chili ranch now?
Yeah,
I
they have
did
green
not know
chili
that.
ranch
So
all the
tomorrow we'll take you and get some.
Okay.
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 I
God,
forgot
you
about
guys
that.
are great, man.
Yeah.
I really should just. I need to buy a cheap.
who's farting in a jar? Dion's green chili ranch. I'll take that fart in a jar. From who? I don't care.
You can get it on Uber Eats.
Uber Eats. I'll fart in my own jar.
I need to just buy a freaking just like a cheap apartment or something, or like an office where I can just live out of. Like
Just buy the Breaking Bad
clandestinely.
RV.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. So like I've been through 3 cons with you. Maybe?
Yes. Yeah. Maybe,
3
maybe
cons.
even more, but yes. Let's say 3.
Okay. So Saturday, like yesterday, was
Yes.
like the most packed Saturday I've seen with you.
Yeah, it was good.
Dude, it was
really good.
fucking busy, right? It got so hot in that building. I was like, do I have a fever? Because it was so
Yeah,
hot,
we were
so
talking
much
about
body
that.
heat. Yeah. So you got like all the fans. So then I go today, dead as shit.
Well, it's Sunday. Typically Sunday's a
Sunday.
little slower. Yeah.
But like you start to get these people who are like the booth people who are like they're like it's slow, so they like start rolling around, and they migrate towards Ming. They're like, Ming, we want you to come sit in the Batmobile and take pictures.
Oh, sure. I
They want
oblige
you to-
every time, man. Of course.
And they want you to be in like the RV,
Yeah.
whatever. So we roll down to like, we're trying to leave. We're trying to get out so we can take our friend to the airport. We roll down and we're going to go say goodbye to this woman who's like a
She's an exotic
exotic dancer.
in El Paso. Yes.
And she's dressed as Mary Jane Watson.
Yes.
And
She came
She's-
just for the Comic-Con?
yeah,
cosplaying.
She's
She's
a cosplay.
cosplaying.
Yeah,
She also cosplays.
dude, that's a big thing. Is these cosplayers?
Oh
you know?
yeah, man.
And so we walk down there, and I'm thinking like, oh, we're gonna say goodbye. And then all of a sudden, man, we walk up, and I forget, and we walk up, and all of a sudden, all the booth people start roaming out. They're all Ming.
Hey, what's up? What's
Ming,
up? Yeah,
Ming.
yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, we're gonna be fucked. I mean, luckily, like, I don't know,
No, I'm pretty good. I was like, hey, we gotta go. Hey,
Yeah,
good to see you
yeah.
guys. Like,
Yeah.
anyone want a photo, whatever.
Also, why is there a Spider-Man dune buggy?
So it was an issue of Spider-Man.
It was
I know.
where there's
multiverse.
Spider.
No, I know.
Buggy, and
But
then,
why would Spider-Man need a dune buggy?
he doesn't? But at one point, like
Desert
Superman,
Spider-Man.
had like a superpowers. He had
Yeah.
like a jet.
No.
Yeah.
I saw the thing
They
that
don't
was
need
like
the jet.
they're like
Spider-Man gets tired. Have you read the comic book?
Shit.
He's always like sweaty. I'm like, oh, I need to take a shower, and like I'm so tired. Like
my favorite
he
meme I
takes
saw today
buses
was
sometimes.
my favorite meme today was if you ever feel worthless, always remember someone created a boat for Aquaman.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, they've made like toys that made no sense. Like,
Well,
why does Superman need a jet? He
yeah,
doesn't.
no, Superman
Why
had like
does-
the thing that had the punching
Yep,
arms.
yep, on the jet. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was funny. The Hulk had a vehicle at one
Yeah,
point. Like they
yeah.
made vehicles for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I have a question for Ming.
okay,
When you get so of course, like when you get invited to a con,
mhm,
you immediately start looking to see who else is going to be there.
of course.
Who are the people that you're the most excited about?
I mean, anyone from the original Star Wars trilogy for sure.
I mean, okay, and then let me amend this. Hold on,
Okay.
stop.
Okay.
I don't mean to fanboy.
Okay,
I mean like you are like, oh, who am I going to be at the con this year? Who am I going to be in the green room this year? Who am I going to party with this year? Who are you the most
party guys?
Yes,
okay,
yes,
number one is
yes.
and when we partied with them,
Yeah.
excuse me, Ross Marquand for
Dude,
sure.
that dude is fucking dope
1000%.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Ross Marquand. If you don't know who that is, he's from The Walking Dead. What is the
Mhm.
character name?
Aaron. He
Aaron.
plays Aaron.
And I don't watch it, but he's from that. But then, like, he is the Red Skull in Avengers Endgame
And Infinity War, yeah.
Infinity War. He took over for
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've partied with him. He is a fucking blast. Okay,
He's
sorry,
just a cool dude, man.
cool guy,
Cool dude. But,
super cool.
And it was what 2 years ago we took him to Founders.
Mhm.
We went to Launchpad. Like
Oh
it was,
yeah,
it was cool. And then like 3 weeks ago, I was in Chicago, and he was at the con, but he was working too. But I was at this bar till 2 a.m, and then he's like, "Hey man, what are you doing now? Like, you want to keep going?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, man!" So we went to this after hours place in Chicago. Like every night we partied till 3, 4 a.m. And the last night I was there, we were at I was in Chicago. My friend texts me. He's like, "Are you in Chicago?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know, I own a speakeasy out there, right?" I'm like,
wow.
"Now you tell me?" Like, I had no idea. Like, like I love this stuff, but better late than never. And so its speakeasy there was a record store.
Oh yeah.
And behind the record store was this like hidden bar and shit. It was really cool. Yeah, it was awesome. So we went there, and I was like, "Ross, man, like come meet us there." And we like, hit these like hot chicks come out, like, because that's how we roll.
Right.
And
How much were their farts though?
I would pay a lot for those farts. For sure.
See, okay.
Yeah, Laney Labens.
So I got Ross.
Yeah,
We went to Founders when Ross Marquand was
Yep.
there. And I was like, my friends were like, the people who run the door there were like, "Well, who's coming over?" And I was like, "Well, people from the Comic-Con." And I'm like, "Okay." And I was like, "If they give my name, can they just come down?" And they're like, "Yeah." So Ross Marquand comes over, and he's like, "I'm here with Chris Burnett," and they're like, "Yeah, all right." And they let him down. So he comes down, and he has no idea who I am.
Yeah, he's never met you.
He never met me. And I goes, "Hi, I'm Chris." And he goes, "Oh, you're Chris Burnett." He goes, "Sweet, thanks for getting me down here." And I'm like, "Cool." And he goes, "The drinks are on me," and he just fucking pays for like, I think 2-3 rounds of fucking.
Oh
booze.
yeah, he's great. Yeah, that's how he rolls, man. It's like, I got this. I got
Mhm.
a couple rounds, yeah, for sure. And then like Dante Bosco at Rufio
Oh,
from
yeah.
Hook comes down, and yeah.
He was super cool, man.
Yes, he was. He's a cool guy.
And he fucked with me, and I
How
dig
so?
that because like I didn't know the Avatar stuff,
Right.
and I was like, "Oh, you have Ming's gonna run your panel tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah," and I'm used to like going to a panel, and it's like, there's a sparing group of people.
Sure.
And I was like, I'm going to come to your panel because I knew Dante Bosco from, Rufio.
Right.
And then from Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
And he's like, B movies. And I was like, I'm going to come tomorrow, and I'm just going to like ask you questions that have nothing to do with like anything. And he goes, "Oh, awesome. Do it."
Right.
Because he knew. Because he fucking knew.
He
Because I
knew.
didn't know he was in Avatar.
Right.
And The Last Airbender.
Right.
He's Prince Zuko.
Yes.
So Kayla and I show up, and it was
Packed.
packed with people standing in the back. Kayla and I are one, like, there's about 75 to 80% costume wearers.
Yes. Last Airbender costume
In the room, and Kayla and I was joking with Kayla. I was like, "I'm gonna go," and I told him what I was gonna do. So we get there and we sit down, and I'm like, "Oh God!" And Kayla goes, "Are you gonna ask your question?" I go, "Nope."
No, those hardcore Last Airbender fans, they would have killed you, dude.
They would have
massacred
murdered me. So then I try to trick Kale. I'm like, "Dude, I dare you to ask a question, just tell him, hey, I prefer the live action movie to the cartoon."
Dang, no.
And Kale
no.
goes, "I'll get killed in
Yes,
here."
you will.
And we never ask a question, and like we're standing outside, and as soon as like it ends, Dante walks out and he goes, "Chris, hi," and he laughs, and I knew he knew exactly like that. Like I was full of shit.
Yeah.
I was not gonna get murdered that day.
No.
I was not
No,
gonna
it's a
die.
Big legion of Last Airbender fans.
So
for
how did
sure.
Chris die? What happened?
Thank you for calling it that, because every time he said Avatar, I'm imagining like
Yeah.
creepy big blue people. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
So how did Chris die? Nerds.
Yeah, well, last night I was there. We ended up at one bar, and then we went to the other after hours bar. And it was funny is that they had food at this bar, but we have a problem communicating with each other. So I'd ordered all this food, and he's like, "Wait, where did those food come from?" Like, I ordered it. It's like, "Wait, I ordered it too." So we had like mini corn dogs and all this shit.
Oh,
like
that sounds
a
awful.
mountain of food for like 4 people, and we ended up giving most of it to the club kids that were next to us. Like, "Oh shit, yeah, we eat this food, man. You guys are awesome." They had no idea who we were. But
Speaking of that, where are we gonna get food downtown tonight?
Chris,
Sunday?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a tough one. You're I don't know.
We're gonna order pizzas.
How do you define food?
Nah,
Alcohol?
dinner.
yeah,
I haven't eaten a lot today, so
yeah, but Ross bar none. Yeah, one of the
Bar
greatest
none.
guys
I
at Barley.
had tater tots at Sister Bar before coming here.
Oh, good idea. So you would say Ross Marquand is one of them. Who
Number
else?
one.
Who else?
Another guy party. I'm totally name dropping now, but Sean Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy. He was
Dude,
in Suicide Squad.
Gilmore Girls. Come on.
Gilmore Girls for sure. Yes.
I mean, I've heard he's in that show.
Yeah. That
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I watched it.
that guy can party, man. So, interestingly enough, the first time I took a Malort shot, it was with Sean Gunn. We were at a Chicago dive bar called the California Clipper, and there was a group of us in there, and a local was like, "Oh, you're not from here? Let me buy you all shots. I'm gonna be a nice guy, man." He's like, "Oh man, what a great guy, man." So like 10, 12 shots come out, and he takes one as for sure. And we're like, "All right, to Chicago, and we take it. He does not take it. He's holding it in his hand. He's laughing at us as he's waiting for the Malort face.
Oh wow!
And we all take. We're like, "Oh God, what the?"
Sean Gunn was?
Yeah, he took it. He took it, and like, what was that? Now I will never forget that night or that taste.
Oh wow!
Or that
Your
shot.
first Malort.
That's my first Malort at the California Clipper, which unfortunately is not there anymore.
Oh,
But
that sucks.
yeah, I will never forget that though. That
Scott,
started me on the dark journey. So
Scott Huberman says Ming wants to eat and drink? ? Seriously?
yeah, Scott's a friend of ours. I saw him in New Orleans last weekend. He owns a
Only
comic
if
book.
it's Teller and Twisted Tea.
Yes,
He owns a what?
he owns a comic book shop in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Oh man, I've been to Biloxi, Mississippi many times.
Really? Why?
Yeah, my parents lived in Mississippi for a couple of years.
No way.
They lived in Hazelhurst, Mississippi.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Yeah, so like I knew whenever Katrina hit how bad it was because they showed Biloxi, Mississippi, and they showed the casinos, and they were just concrete slabs. They were gone. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, you would love Scott. Hopefully one day he gets to come here and party with us. I think he was looking at flights. He almost came out to party.
Oh no shit.
So I told him how fun it was here.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, if Scott comes, I'm just I don't drink anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I don't drink
can I tell you a quick story? So Scott owns this comic book shop there, right?
Yeah.
And one day he FaceTimes me. He's like, "Hey man, what's going on? How you doing?" And he's panning the camera around. And he's like, "Hey, look what I just did." Pans around to the wall behind the counter of the comic book shop. He's got 5 taps in the wall. I'm like, what the fuck? You can just do that? You can just install taps in the comic book shop? He's like, yeah, Mississippi, you can.
Wow.
So he's turning it into like a comic shop / he's going to brew beer in there and sell it in there in the comic shop. And it's literally that easy. Like,
is he gonna awesome. so macro brewing? Right?
No, it's micro.
I'm sorry, micro.
He's
nano brewing.
Nano brewing.
Yeah,
okay.
But he has this extra room, and he's brewing beer in there, and he's gonna sell it at the comic book shop.
I think the first nano brewing I ever saw was like Badass Brewing or whatever. It was up like they were like nano brewing.
I just calculated our numbers for this year,
Go for it.
And
25,000 gallons of booze.
Really?
Jesus Christ!
And what did you start out with?
We only opened
Wait a second. For this year?
Yeah, just for
for January.
Well, no, 2021.
Yeah.
This last year.
I was like, Jesus Christ, that's
insane.
I was like, that's a good January.
Is there a river just flowing out?
You guys like rivers of vodka?
Yeah, so I think he's got 5 taps. Oh, we're installing 10 more taps in the on the wall of the if you comic book shop.
If you can, okay. Here's my thing.
Okay.
If you can check someone's ID and they're old enough to drink, who gives a shit? Yeah. Who gives a shit other than that?
Or if they just look trustworthy.
We have a Scott Hoverman says we have a beer we named after Ming. What's the beer? What's the name of the beer?
It is called Center of the Universe.
Center of the Universe.
Yeah, they're also. I think they are developing a shared universe beer as well, so that'll be fun as well.
I really hate to do this,
but
when is there going to be some sort of alcohol that's based on 10 drink minimum?
Well,
Chris Lurig. Shh. What?
Where's that?
We're asking you.
Aren't you wearing the shirt that says 10 drink minimum ale on it? By the way,
those beers are gone. I'm not talking about beer. I'm not talking about beer.
He wants spirits.
Liquor.
He wants
spirits. Well,
you know someone.
What's that?
You know someone.
Could that happen?
Oh, we can do that instantly.
Really? I mean, you can't call it. I don't want you to go 10 drink minimum whiskey because I don't want someone dying and we all get sued and killed. But
why?
Well, we wouldn't.
That's not your fault.
You would get sued.
Yeah.
Would I get sued? How would I get sued?
I'd be fine.
I'd be like, I don't even know if I told them to make that. And they'd be like, what?
As long as you don't send me a cease and desist, I'm good.
Is that what you would want as a whiskey?
What?
Like a 10 drink minimum whiskey, like not a gin or a vodka or like.
What would you want?
I would not want a gin.
You would want Malort.
I would not want a gin. I would not want a gin. I would do a vodka.
Okay.
Because like every celebrity does a vodka because it's ridiculous.
Or tequila. Tequila is the thing.
Nope.
Or Ryan
Nope.
Reynolds gin.
Because I'd want to be able to drink it. I can't drink a tequila.
Okay.
Okay.
And you also can't call it a tequila. It's like what, agave, whatever.
Liqueur.
None of them make. They all just source that shit
Yeah.
from Mexico and call it.
It would either be a whiskey
Okay.
or a vodka.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Or
Nope,
some
nope.
sort of Jägermeister ripoff.
What? No rum for you?
I can't have the rum. Man.
You don't want to be
10
Ryan
drink
Reynolds.
minimum.
You don't want the gin.
rum.
I would do a gin. Okay, I would do a gin.
Right.
We
But
could
I-
replicate the Ryan Reynolds commercials.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
does
let's
have good
do- okay,
aviation
okay,
commercials.
okay,
Those aviation gin commercials.
Dude, if
are
you
the
do
best
that, I'll do
ones.
the Bill Murray Lost in Translation. Like for good
See?
times, make it 10 drink minimum times.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Roger
got it.
Moore.
Are we gonna do a gin?
And as long as we ship it to Florida, we got at least 41 states.
Gin it is.
We're good.
Rat pack. Rat pack. What? Rat pack? Rat pack.
So we would have to. I just feel like we couldn't call it 10 drink minimum gin.
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't know
why
what
not?
it is if you don't call it 10 drink minimum gin.
We could
Otherwise,
call it-
what's the point?
10 DM gin. And
Is
then people
that
like,
for like farts or
well, that's for like when we fart in the gin bottle.
Yeah.
So it's half
Oh.
gin, half fart.
so you fart in the gin bottle and then
See,
you bottle the
But see,
gin.
that's where we're entrepreneurs.
right.
Because then we only have to fill the gin gin drink minimum.
Ooh.
Dude, Scott
Scott
Huberman for the win.
Huberman wins.
You win. You're awesome.
But I also like the
Yes.
fart thing because we're like half the bottle is
Gin
like
drink
empty and half has gin in it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, half has our farts in it. And then like people are like paying like excessive amounts. And they're like, why do you know they really fart in it? And be like, oh, they do.
But see, then we can send Scott the barrels of gin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he can barrel age beer for the comic store
Yeah.
in the gin drink.
Oh, for
minimum
sure.
barrel.
He
Dude,
was
gin
genius.
drink
Like,
minimum
gin
is
drink minimum
genius.
is
Scott,
genius. Scott Huberman.
I've never met you, but I love you.
He is a good dude. You'll I know you'll get along.
Yeah, I love you right away.
Yeah, we're totally
Gin
stealing that.
Drink minimum.
I know,
Let's do it.
real quick, like for Safe House.
You
was
saw
it-
that. That was a handshake.
I don't know what the laws here in
It's a
New
binding
Mexico.
contract.
Was
I
it
saw
hard, like launching a distillery, like the paperwork and the background
Not for New
check?
Mexico compared to other states.
Oh, you
Okay.
just sign like a Twisted Tea like
Contracts.
like it's a label off the box cardboard.
Okay, it's that. Okay, you mail it in
No,
6 to 8 weeks.
you-
You can say
You
yes
get your
or no.
Dakota ring.
You get
Right.
your Dakota ring.
Okay,
You get your Dakota ring, your license, and some sea monkeys.
right. Okay. Okay. Cool.
and some
cool.
cereal.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we'll get Scott out here next year when I come
Okay.
out here. We'll
Okay.
get him out here because he'll
I'm
gotta
sorry.
come out here.
Next year?
Yeah, you said 6 months. Why are you lying to us?
No, I'll
now?
be here in 6 months,
Why
but
are
I
you
know
lying to
they
us
invite me
now?
back every 6 months. But yeah,
Wow.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Well, for the gin drink minimum launch.
Yes. Oh, I'll be here in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
See,
Well, yeah, 'cause
and
you-
I was talking to Chris about our own podcast for the distillery
Oh, dude.
while we were bottling and
Yeah.
calling it Vodka Tales.
Yes.
Yeah.
So while you're bottling vodka, you
Done.
only do the Vodka Tales the
Yes.
whole time.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna. Okay, this is actually. I would definitely do that. I'm actually doing a thing where I'm recording people for a walking tour for Bareilles.
Is this an exclusive?
Yeah, it's exclusive. This is happening.
Dude.
So I'm going to record. So Bareilles is where I live is the oldest neighborhood in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And they have tasked me. There's 18 different locations that are historical locations, and I'm going to interview people, and some of them who don't live here anymore. I'm going to interview them, and so and edit it down. So if you're doing the walking tour in Bareilles, you walk up. There's a QR code, and you scan it,
And you get the video.
and you get the audio of the history of the place.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I'm like, they asked me if I want to do it. And I said, yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, working with people that I love, if you want to do that really vital, yeah, well, let's do it, man. Let's sit down. Let's do it. Let's kick ass.
Yeah.
This is like the Ming universe. Like Ming is like super, like he's one of my favorite podcasting people. Cause he just likes to podcast.
Dude, so do you.
Yeah.
And then we want to spread that love to everybody else.
Yeah.
Hey, man, have as much fun as we do. So,
Yeah.
we want everyone to podcast. But I know you love it as well, so that's why we're friends. And
Yeah.
amongst other things, like we were quoting Rocky 4 like
Yeah.
all weekend.
Oh,
and, like,
swingers. Let's not.
Swingers.
Holy shit! So Ming and I, like, where were we? Oh, so he's like flying down. He doesn't even know like what panel, like what he has a panel on like Friday night. And I was like, your panel's at 6 to 9. He goes, oh, is it?
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't
it's
even
like-
look. They didn't even tell me. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
So we walk in and like they put you in like basement C section 4.
Yeah, we had a good crew
yeah.
there. We had like 12 people there.
Yeah,
It's cool.
and like people came down there and like found you.
Yeah.
And I go and like lay my hoodie on the front seat to watch, and you go immediately. You go, no, you're gonna come up here and you're gonna talk with me.
Yeah, get your ass up here. I'm
And,
not
like,
gonna talk by myself. Like
No.
let's have a
Yeah.
conversation, man. This would be cool. I
And-
think we can entertain everybody.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like we did a lot of swingers talk though.
We did. We just threw these random swingers quotes, and like I didn't even know if you were gonna get them, but I knew you would.
What was the quote? Okay, so somebody asked a question, and because we were talking about you auditioning, because you auditioned for MacGruber.
I did. We're just shooting here in Albuquerque, the TV show.
No, it's done. It's like it's on TV already.
All right, but it was
Yeah.
shooting here.
And so the funny part is like you said that you're like, oh yeah, it's shooting in Albuquerque. I was like, no, it's already shot. It's already done. It's on TV. And you were like, oh, that hurts. You're like, and then what did you say? You said that you did the line. You
I was like, oh dang, I guess I didn't get it. It's like I didn't tell I told my grandmother, like, I think I got MacGruber, but like I don't have the heart to tell her that I didn't get it.
and then I was like, yeah, it always hurts when they ask, and that's like the swingers. That's like the swingers thing.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, I'm auditioning for Goofy, and he's like, you don't get it. He's like, it always hurts when they ask, like because
Yeah.
they talk about the family, and like, and you said that, and I was like that and then I played right off of it, and
I was like, shit, he got it.
he got the
I was like,
swingers,
fuck
yeah.
man.
And it was so funny. And then like we get done with that whole panel, and there was a kid in the back the whole time, like playing Magic, like or laying down Magic cards, or whatever.
Yeah.
And we said like fuck a couple times,
Right.
and, whatever. And the mom of the kid was there, and I'm like, oh man, she's probably not happy about all this cussing and all. So we get done and we go to like kind of walk out, and there's like some cosplay thing going on
Yeah.
afterwards, and like they're filing in. And the mom walks up and she goes, thank you. That was great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That was really a good
You were really
conversation."
honest. You guys were great. And I'm like,
Yeah,
holy shit.
yeah.
she
And
loved it,
I was like, oh wow.
You never
and,
know,
and,
man.
And it was like literally we did not have a huge crowd, but the one lady like comes up, she's like, that was entertaining. And I'm like, that's why I podcast. That's why I
So we get to be honest, man.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
But Smiley, I feel your pain. So real quick, this woman named Tina, she runs a talent agency called Presley Entertainment here in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And she also used to work with the con as well. So she's like, hey, do you want, like, I can be your agent. Like, if anything comes by in Albuquerque, like, if I think you'd be a good fit for, like, I'll send you an audition. So yeah, one day she's like, hey, there's a one line from MacGruber. Do you want to audition for it? You do a virtual, you record it. And I did. I thought I killed it. I thought it was pretty good, but apparently they filmed it as wrapped, and I guess I didn't get it.
Yeah,
and,
no, I
yeah.
auditioned for a henchman as well, and I was like,
A
I thought
henchman? You would have been a great henchman.
I was like, I had like some facial hair and
Yeah.
a ponytail. I'm like, I am such a cliche henchman right now. I would be perfect. Didn't get it.
Yeah, I auditioned for a comedy club MC #1, and I did it like in the podcast studio. I like had really good audio and had a red velvet like a curtain backdrop, and I thought I killed it, but I guess not. So
Just not
Like
what they were
someone
looking
else.
for.
yeah, so but onward and upward, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Michael Scott, Wayne Gretzky, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. So
I mean, I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
That would be great if we got in the same project together in the
that would
same
be
scene and
amazing.
shit. That would
Yeah.
be awesome.
I mean,
man.
you know how many auditions I bombed? Like, I know it doesn't bother me anymore.
no, yeah.
I walked in like one time for Breaking Bad, so hungover, and I was like, I'm just gonna do like probably slightly drunk too,
Right.
From like, and I did my best Irish brogue, and I just went I went for it,
right.
and I was like, because this was probably like my maybe 10th time
Yeah.
auditioning for the show, and I was like, they're never gonna hire me anyway. I'm just gonna
Right.
go in there wasted and fucking do some
Yeah,
stupid
just fuck
shit.
it, man. I got the yeah. And
And they're like, cool, we'll call you again next season. I'm like, yeah, like you always do.
right.
Have me come in for 3 useless auditions. You never hire me.
Yeah. Not in MacGruber. But yeah. Yeah, it would have been cool. The reason I really did is because it's like, oh shoot, free trip to Albuquerque, like so I could hang out with Smiley and Chris and Chris.
I
and
want to talk about
Ollie.
that show though. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen. Is it good?
It's fantastic.
Is it?
It's like so. Our friend
cool.
Kale,
What is it on?
Peacock,
Peacock.
which is weird because like no one has that one. Like
It's the NBC channel.
it's the NBC one, and I have it free because I have Xfinity, and they're like, if you have Xfinity, you get Peacock free. And our friend Kale is a mega MacGruber fan. He talked up the movie so much I watched it, and I mean, he would talk about it every time we hung out. And
Have
he's
you
like,
not seen that movie?
"Yeah, I didn't until Kale just kept talking about it."
Okay.
And the movie's good.
Okay.
The TV show is way better.
Wow. Okay, I got to check it out then.
It's so funny, and it's on Peacock, so it's blue. It's very filthy.
Okay.
There's not nudity, but it's just funny.
But
like,
they curse though.
curses.
Okay.
Like, oh my god, dude, that's part of the fun. And like part of the fun is like MacGruber carries like he gets out of prison because if you watch the movie, he's in prison. And he gets
That's
out
how
of
it
prison and he has his clothes and he has his pull-out Blaupunk stereo that he carries around with him for the longest time. And like you're like, why does he keep carrying that pull-out Blaupunk stereo? And I laugh at that because I knew this guy in high school that had a Blaupunk stereo, which was not a nice. I mean, they were not really good stereos. And at one point, he like slides it into the Miata that he owns, and it fucking is so hilarious. Like just
Miata,
that,
like
how
a-
funny.
Like a red Miata.
Yes.
That's great. Man.
Actually, in the show, I don't spoiler alert. There's multi-color different Miatas.
Okay.
So it's like,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's Kristen Wiig is in it. Billy Zane is in it. Our friend
Yeah.
Billy Zane.
I have a child.
Yes.
I have a child. She means the world to me. Yes. We love Billy Zane.
Sam Elliott is in it
Holy crap from
as his dad.
Holy crap from a Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Yes. Wow.
Or 1883 if you're
Dang,
current.
man. All right, I got to try harder.
who else is in it?
You got to get on the MacGruber.
Ryan Felipe is in it.
Yeah.
The, the former
Philippe.
Mrs. Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because I mean, he's from MacGruber the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is in it.
really wanted to get on that.
And Lawrence Fishburne.
Wow. Morpheus.
Yeah. Wow. I'm not shitting. As he plays.
Is that why he was here filming?
Yes.
Like a
Yes.
year ago or whatever, year and a half ago?
He's Kristen
No,
Wiig's
just last year.
character's
Yeah.
husband.
At
Yeah.
El Rey at the liquor store.
Yeah. Really? You met him?
He was filming there at the liquor store.
At the El Rey liquor store?
We know that
What?
liquor store.
Hmm.
We've been there many times.
Morpheus was
Well,
there?
they
Did you-
told us Morpheus was filming there, so I assumed now.
Well,
that it's for
there's a new one though.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing
There's a
him
new
in that.
Morpheus.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, no, they meant the old one
Oh, okay.
when they were.
Yeah.
talking about
Real
the-
quick, can I talk about how you gave me some cred one time? Because I was at a. I'm totally
Oh,
name dropping, but I was
okay.
at a con with Giancarlo Esposito, who
Oh,
is
Gus, yeah.
Gus
Gus Fring, yeah.
Yeah, I was at a con with them, and I was like, "Hey, man! Like, I was just at Albuquerque last week. It was great. I saw you went to the United game."
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh man, yeah, I did, man. It was great." He said he had a great time.
Yeah.
That I think did he direct something here? I feel, or he worked on.
He stayed here all during the pandemic.
Yeah. He mentioned that.
Yeah, and,
I just told him how much I loved Albuquerque. He was like, "Well, I think
he
that
does too."
Gave me some credit,
Yeah.
man. Which, but I that's full credit to you guys. Man.
So
As long as you know your chili, you're in.
yeah.
mm,
But interesting enough, he was like, "Hey, he's a really cool guy." Just
Oh,
if
yeah.
you didn't know that already, he's
I've
like,
never
"Hey,"
met him, but he is. Yeah,
Yeah, but he's like, "Hey, man,
he's probably here right now.
oh, dude, that'd be cool if we ran into him."
Do you
'cause
know? Like, yeah.
he could pick me out of a lineup?
Okay.
So that I feel that's pretty good cred. But he was like, "Hey, man, like sit down, like tell me what are you up to?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm running a podcast." Dude was like, "Wait, podcast? Really?" He's trying to start a podcast.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Tell him I'll help him.
He knows we will help him. I don't know if he started this podcast, but
Okay.
he knows we're willing to help him.
He is very educated.
very,
Very educated.
yeah. He's got a really good story, but I mean, we're totally name dropping. But he was really interested in podcasting, which
Okay.
is why I bring this up because so are we.
So the last time I saw him, I'm going to go to Sushi Hana and I'm
Okay.
parking,
Okay.
and him and his kids walk out of Oni Noodle, and I'm like at the red light, and I
Yeah.
look over and they're there. I'm like, oh, cool. I mean, but I've seen him. I mean, did I tell you the original time I ever saw him?
No, please,
Oh, wow.
please tell the story, if you don't mind.
We'll finish with this.
Okay.
Because I've met a lot of celebrities,
Yes.
and none ever, like, I'm cool. I'll meet them, and I'm excited. None ever shake me more than this situation
Okay.
has ever shake me in my entire life. So my friend Tammy, who owns A Good Sign, she does my stickers. She's done all the banners that you see in the studio. If you see them, she's like, hey, I'm going to go to this award ceremony. Would you like to go? I have extra tickets. And I'm like, who's the award ceremony for? And she goes, it's a Lifetime Achievement Award for Giancarlo Esposito. And at first I go, who? And she goes, Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
She goes, they're going to show The Usual Suspects. And I go, oh, shit, yeah, he is in that. He's the agent that's at the hospital with the guy that was burned.
Oh,
from the
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'll go to that. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
And this story involves my mom, who's inside.
Yes. Shout out to
So-
to
In
Debbie
prison.
Burnett. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool.
She's hard.
So we're gonna go to the Chemo, which is the oldest theater in Albuquerque.
Yeah,
The-
Chemo's badass.
When was it? 1930s.
Yeah.
It was created.
And the
so-
tunnels.
Yeah. So when you go into Chemo,
Yes.
under the stage, it has swastikas across the bottom of the stage.
Okay, but like the Indian.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
good swastikas,
Yes.
not the bad ones.
Not the bad one.
Okay, the good ones. Okay.
So when you go in the Chemo, the Chemo is this old theater, and for people like me who are 6'2", like it's a terrible place to sit. It's
Okay.
like because like the seats are too close
Right.
if you sit in the wrong place. But like when you're from the stage, there's like 15 rows, and then it stops, and then there's a walkway, and then seats start again, and they probably go another 10 rows,
Okay.
right? So we walk in and we sit down, and we're not in the first 15 rows, and that's kind of a bummer. All right,
Yeah.
cool. And we're in the second 10 rows. We're in the second row, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, awesome. Tammy got these tickets. So I lean into Tammy. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like, this cool that we're at this thing and we're gonna watch a movie. And I'm like, so who's giving the awards away? And she goes, oh, I didn't tell you who's giving away the award. I'm like, no. She goes, Robert Redford.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Like Robert Redford, fucking like the fucking Robert Redford, like
Like-
fucking Robert,
Like the natural Robert Redford?
the
Yes.
greatest baseball player that ever lived, Roy Hobbs,
Yes,
is
for sure.
fucking giving away the award.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God. So I do the stupidest thing I could have ever done.
Okay.
And I text my mom. I'm like, I'm about to see Robert Redford. She texts back, what? Question mark, question mark, question mark. In person? And I'm like,
Yes.
yes. And she's like, how long have you known about this? Do you have extra tickets? She goes, I could have driven up. What the fuck? Like, all of a sudden, my mom was like,
Sure.
flipping the fuck out, pissed.
Right.
And I'm like, I had no idea. I'm here. And I'm like, oh, and I just kind of ignore it.
Mhm.
Robert Redford comes out and he starts talking, and he's like he's really bad at public speaking.
Is he?
He's just like skittish, and he's like, this isn't about me, and I don't want this to be about
Okay,
me.
fair
and da, da, da.
enough. Fair enough.
And so then like he goes to leave the stage, and they go over and they help him down because he's old. They walk him over to the second section, which I'm sitting in,
Next to you.
to the front row in a adjoining seat where I could have literally touched him.
Wow.
And I am like, fucking, I can't focus on the movie.
Wow.
Any time of it, I'm like shitting, and I'm like, this is a real celebrity right here. This is a real
Wow.
star from Hollywood. It's fucking Robert Redford. And then like this movie ends, and Tammy's like, you should go up and say hi to him. I was like, no. No, you saw me with like fucking Mike Barnes. That's not the same level. But I'll roll up and talk
Sure,
to anybody.
Sure.
I would
Wow.
never.
That's a
in
legend right there.
fucking a million
That's
years.
legendary.
Yes.
Yes.
That's like fucking Paul Newman level. That's like dude, that's Roy Hobbs. That's fucking
Sneakers is
Sneakers. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
yes.
Fucking level.
Wow.
And I will not have.
Wow.
I will not walk up to him because I will shit myself.
Right.
I don't know how to handle this.
Wow.
It might be a little embarrassing when you're peeing down your leg.
Yeah, that's
Or not. I'm sure
Fucking-
people. Yeah.
people
So,
pay
so
for
you
that,
didn't.
too.
You didn't say hi to him.
As long as you put it in a
no,
jar.
no, oh no, never fucking never once.
Oh,
Do you know he lives in
man.
Santa Fe? That he's retired in Santa
I
Fe.
didn't know that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
and my experience, especially now in 2022,
Mhm.
when the pandemic, when we almost all died and shit,
Yeah,
take your shot, man.
Take your
your
shot,
shot
man.
because it doesn't
You
matter
never know.
anymore. We could all be dead right now,
it's true.
and we're not. We survived,
We
man.
survived.
So just take your shot, man.
Just take your shot.
Take
But, I
your
mean,
shot.
it's fucking Robert Redford, dude.
Right? Why should you take your shot?
That's why you
Get
should
the
do it.
Instagram photo with him.
no.
Really? Because we got the
Yeah.
photo of Mike Barnes and we posted that. Like,
That's
this is
fantastic,
badass,
by the
right?
way. That's
So,
if
yeah.
go to my Tinder. I'm gonna go to our Instagram, and that's me and Ming and Mike Barnes.
We have a photo with the Bad Boy Karate, and that's
Fucking-
all I have to say about
fucking Mike Barnes.
that. Fucking Mike Barnes, my
It's
friend.
Bad
not
boy
like you're
karate.
running up there and like stealing some of his blood. I mean, you could
Right.
just say hi.
It's different. I mean, it's
Wait, what year was this?
oh man, it was
2019,
about
you
6
said?
or 7 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the Instagram age, so people
Yeah.
get it. It's like all like everyone knows now, celebrity, whatever. All people want is the photo. That's it.
I was like,
You
I
post it,
literally,
that's it.
I was doing this weird thing where I was like, I could touch him. I could
Right.
touch
It would have
him.
been weird if you touched him, but it wouldn't be weird. It's like, hey man,
Yeah.
can I get a quick photo?
Not,
Like,
no, people like,
You should have done both.
I've,
Yeah.
I've been, I did that. Like one time I saw Guy Pearce at the Anodyne, and like me and my brother were all
Guy Pearce.
You saw Memento's Guy Pearce at Anodyne?
yeah,
Just like drinking?
Mm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And we're
No,
like-
this
we're
album,
like-
dude, you see people all
I know,
the time.
I know.
It's Anodyne.
I know.
I was in Anodyne. I saw Chris Pine just playing pool.
Captain Kirk?
Yep. And you know what I said to him?
What'd you say?
I
to
walked
him?
up to him and he had this big beard.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, honestly, I just really don't do this, but I'd really love to take a picture with you because you're Captain Kirk. And
Right.
he goes, ha, yeah, I can't because of this beard. It's for a movie and I don't want that to get out. And he's like, but he goes, what's your name? And I go, Chris. And he goes, good name. And we talked for a little while. And,
Yeah.
then I saw him outside smoking. I should take a picture of him smoking. Be like, Chris Pine smokes.
But no photo? He wouldn't allow the photo?
He was not.
Okay,
that.
That's kind of lame.
See,
I'm going to admit.
I'm
right
agree,
now.
yeah.
It's kind of lame.
This is
Yeah.
what I did. Me and my brother ran up to Guy Pearce. We just touched him and then ran away giggling.
That sounds like very much like you, my
I was
friend.
Yes.
Sounds like
This is
that.
why I love you, my friend. This is very love you.
Yes.
You touch Guy Pearce.
See, and that's how I feel. So this is what I feel like.
Okay.
If Cobra Kai season 4 happens,
5.
5.
And they already shot it, so
I'm-
it is happening.
It's gonna. I mean, sorry. When it
And the
happens,
Bad Boy
when it
Karate
happens,
comes
if
out.
fucking Mike Barnes is in that every fucking time he shows up, I'm standing all.
He will be in it. I don't know this for sure.
We
but
talk
they-
so
they're
much
saying
shit
that-
to that guy, and then where's the hold on?
You have the book? Yeah, we
I
got to
do.
give the plug of the
I
book.
do. We've got to get a plug of the book. I got to hit him up. So he did sign this book, The Way of the Cobra by Sean
Kanan.
To Chris, so great meeting you. Welcome to the dojo.
Oh, you're in. You're in Cobra
He
Kai,
didn't talk
dude.
shit though.
Dude, he fucking his book. He got such a better. So here's what happened.
Okay.
I've got to tell this one last story. Then
Yes,
we're done.
please.
We're
okay.
done.
Okay.
So Ming is like buying the book, and he's gonna get the signature, and he's like also trying to get this poster signed to CJ Cullen.
Yeah, my friend's he teaches film and video at
Yeah.
the local high school.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, cool. Can you get a poster signed to my class?"
Yeah.
But the book is for me. But he doesn't realize this, and I kind of confused him. But he starts saying the book to the class. I'm like, no, that's for me. He's like, oh shoot. I'm like, can you just cross off what you just wrote?
And he's like stunned. He's like, it's like two CJ Cullen, and you're like, oh no, I
that's
don't
for
want
me.
I don't want the book for
Yeah.
them. I want the book for me. And he's like,
This is why you need the book. It's
and
a
then,
motivational
and then
book.
all of a
He's
sudden he
like,
goes, well, this is why you need this book, because the book, like each chapter is like a different belt. It starts out with the white belt,
yeah.
and he goes,
it's a motivational
and he
book.
like crosses out, and he goes, he's all to Ming, this is why you need this book.
Yeah.
And he goes, focus,
clarity,
clarity,
like
Yeah.
motivation. Yeah, like freaking,
and then like
yeah.
it gets done, and I was like, son of a bitch,
You
that
got
is so much better than mine.
autograph than I did. I'm like, only because I was an asshole
Fuck.
about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Sean Kanan, A-OK. Like, what a great guy, man.
Sean Kane, A-OK.
We're all turned around on him. Well, like, not that we didn't, not that we weren't,
Fuck.
but
Mike Barnes.
no, not fucking Mike Barnes, which is a compliment.
No.
We love you, dude.
Love Sean Kanan.
Yeah.
Fuck my buns.
Nerds.
Yes.
The whole time, because as soon as he's outside the building,
Yes.
you do not know where he is.
Yes. Pain does not exist as this dojo.
He
Yes.
could come from anywhere.
Yes.
He could come from fucking anywhere.
For sure. Anyways, great.
Mike.
Great weekend.
That was like, yeah, that was because like I love that like we didn't do it from afar. Like I finally walked up to him and I said, "This is what's happening. we're
So
doing
you
this."
just laid it all out.
I did. Oh, I
Okay.
did. I said, "This is what's happening. We're sitting over there and we are just creating stories about your character from Running in 3." And he was like, "That's pretty funny." He's like, "That's pretty funny."
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, "He's mad dogging me again. I swear to God, Mike Barnes, fuck, we're gonna fight." You know.
I know, but like once that season 5 hits, he's gonna blow up, man. Which
He's gonna blow
which
up,
I
man.
want, which I love,
Yeah.
which I love. 'Cause he's such a great guy.
And then
so.
he just kept giving me like things signed. It was so funny. It was so
Yeah.
good. So I have all these things in the studio.
But the gem is like he circled Daniel like you,
You.
Put it- you.
And he go, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, man, whatever it costs for this, I have to do this." I was like, "I want this one where Daniel was like on his knees and like circle it, put an arrow to it, and put you. And then put fuck Chris." And then and he starts laughing. I have to tell you though, he did flip me off and say "fuck you"
He
without
did.
any prompting,
He
and
did.
that was
From the
fantastic.
sushi.
for the sushi.
For
From
not
the shitty sushi.
No, it wasn't for the sushi. He goes, "This is what's fucked up."
Okay.
He asked where the sushi was. I
Right.
told him where it was. I
He
didn't
did.
tell him it was good.
Yeah, he just asked where it
I mean,
was.
but like theoretically, you should send him to the good place. It's
There-
Mike Barnes, a bad way of karate. You
I'm
send him
sorry.
to the
He
good
lives in
place.
LA or whatever. There isn't a
There
good,
not a good sushi.
Yeah,
place
Yeah.
what do you
to
compare to that?
Okay,
That's the thing. And like
You're buying sushi in
There's
a desert.
adequate.
right.
and so then he goes, "Well, how was your food?" And I go, "It was fucking amazing." And he goes, and he literally goes, "Fuck you."
Yes.
Like he didn't even do this one. He did this one.
Yes.
He goes, "Fuck you."
Yeah. So
And I laughed and I was like, Mike
Yeah.
Barnes.
so shout out to Hollow Spirits for
Yeah.
giving us a great dining experience for sure. Thank you.
For sure. But
Thank you. Okay.
yeah, fucking Mike Barnes. So that's it, man.
Yeah.
Ming, as always, a great pleasure.
Thank you. Is this I think it's my 5th time on here?
I don't know.
Let's say 5. Let's say it is 5.
He rounds up.
All I know is we're gonna make NFTs out of it, and you said you're gonna buy them all
I'll buy
at
all
$1,
the
for
episodes
$1.
that I'm on. Yes.
as
of course.
for 1,000 apiece. Cool.
Yeah, but dude, thank you so much. Thank you, Albuquerque. Thank you, Smiley. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chandra. Thank you, Holly. I love you so much.
Yeah.
Holly's the reason I'm here at all.
All
in
the
any,
time,
In
yeah.
any capacity.
I always remember she goes, "Do you mind if my friend Ming Chin comes on from Comic Book Man?" I was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was
All
like,
right, cool.
"Your friend from Comic Book Man, Ming Chin." So I look you up and I'm like, "He wants to come on here," and she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Abso-fucking-lutely."
Not only did I desperately wanted to come on here. Like this is like the con was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I really
Yeah.
wanted to come on Tendering Minimum that in like 3 years ago or whatever, and it all worked out. We're all friends now,
Aw.
and that's
how it
all that
works.
matters, man.
And then I
All
was
that
like,
matters.
this year, I was like, "Hey, do you want to do the show on Sunday?" And you said,
I was like, dude, I would be offended if you did not ask me. I would
Yeah.
like be patently offended if you never
Right.
asked me. So
"Oh,
thank you. I love Tendering Minimum. I always listen to Tendering Minimum. It's one of my favorite podcasts,
yeah."
and I want Tendering Minimum to go like another 100 years.
And you're right though. You'll be like, you'll ask me questions about stuff I talk about. I'm like, "Holy
yeah,
fuck!"
no,
you
I
just-
listen. I totally
Yeah.
listen, dude.
And I was like, and you said I'd be offended if I didn't come on. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, cool." And then I was like, "Smiley, Ming's gonna be on again." And Smiley's like,
I wasn't here. I wasn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He wasn't. He was in Portland. Actually, he didn't even know you were going to be on. And he goes, "Oh man,
I know he was like, "You're in town." I didn't know you were gonna be in town. I'm like, "Well, it's Comic Con weekend. That's cool though. That's cool." Like I should have hit you up and like, "Hey,
Okay,
is it cool?" if I
So
come
so
on?"
that's proof that like when people go, like I go out in public, and people are like, "Where's Smiley?" I'll be like, "We don't really hang out all the time.
Right.
I'm shitting you. I'm not
Yes.
shitting you."
He's in different states sometimes. You
Yeah.
know what?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, we do and we don't. Like,
that's why we love you so much, though, man. Because
Yeah.
like we don't know you're a loose cannon, you're
Yeah.
unpredictable, and
Does
we
what he
love you.
wants.
We love you.
and as always, Chris Lewig, it's a pleasure.
The best, man.
And
Go
you
to
guys,
Safe House Distilling
and
every
you guys-
day. Bring your friends.
yeah, and you guys saw
Buy the
it.
vodka.
You
Buy
guys saw
the
the
gin.
you guys saw
every
the verbal
day.
contract. Gin drink minimum is going to happen.
Yeah.
Gin drink
Gin
minimum
drink
is
minimum.
happening.
That's fantastic, actually. But yeah,
Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Scott Hoverman.
yes.
and shotgunning another tea.
Are we gonna shotgun another tea?
Yeah, we probably are.
We've got to eat though too.
I know we have to eat first, but
Yeah.
yes.
Well, we'll do it somewhere.
Whoa.
We'll send video. Add everyone here on Instagram. Add Safe House Distilling on
I was like,
Instagram.
I don't know my Instagram.
No, just add safe. Just go find Safe House Distilling.
Yep. At 10 drink minimum. Yes.
Add Tendrick Moon. Don't add Ming Chen. He's boring. Just kidding. Add him.
Yeah.
Smiley doesn't have one,
Smart. It's too cool for social media. Cool.
but Sean Kananen does.
yes,
Add him for
Kanan.
sure.
Kanan,
Sean
sorry.
dot Kanan.
Sean dot
K-A-N-A-N.
Kanan. Yeah,
Add him for sure.
yeah.
Bad Boy Karate. We
And
love
say
you so much.
and say.
And talk shit.
Just no, Adam, and say I heard you're gonna kick Chris Burnett's ass from
Yes.
Tendrick Moon.
Yes.
Please do. Please do that.
Please kick his ass.
Because he was so happy at the end. He was like, he knew my name. Like he was like, bye, Chris. I was like, bye, Sean. That was funny. It was really funny because like I feel like we had more fun. But yeah, add him on there. So thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go out and have a good time tonight. If you're in the Albuquerque area and you want to come party with us, hit us up. Maybe we'll tell you where we're at. But yeah, anybody else have anything else?
No, dude, thank you so much. That's it.
Of
Thank you
course.
so much. I love you so much.
And
check out. I love you, Holly. I love you. If you're still watching,
I guess we're gonna do a 3-part podcast tomorrow.
We are possibly yes.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay
tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. And with that, we
We
are
are
10 drink minimum.
.com.
.com.